What's up? How you guys doing? Air Sweet Switchcraft, Lolita. Good to see you guys. Thanks so much for coming by. What's poppin'? Hey, Scarlet Sprites, how you doing? Thanks so much for coming by, guys. So I had a few minutes this morning, and I was like, you know what? It's been a while since we did one of these, and you guys have been liking them a lot, and I love doing them too. So thanks, Lolita. Great to see your text. Nice. I got that Worms game on my Switch. It's a fun game. Avedon, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I was supposed to review that Worms game, but time's just got away from me. It's a fun game, though. Definitely a fun game. One of the best Worms games they've made. So, who we starting with today? And Avedon, what happened last night? I saw you were posting a video, and then it got removed twice. Did you just decide you didn't want to post it? Whatever happened with that? Yeah, for sure. For sure. What's up, Midnight Lost Gaming? I wonder why my chat box doesn't update. That's really frustrating me. I have to manually do it. There we go. 12. So is there a couch for sale? Anything's for sale for the right price. Latest game I've been playing is what's it called on the Switch? The Darkest Dungeon, I believe. Is it called the Darkest Dungeon? I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon on the Switch. Which, I'll be honest, they sent the game to me to review it, and it's gotten great reviews from everyone else. It's been out for a while on Steam and everything. I'm struggling with it. It's too complicated for me. There's a lot of stuff going on while I play it, and I need to take a step back and then try it again, because I feel like there was way too much tutorials at the beginning, and I didn't really know what was going on. Hey, Kim, great to see you. Oh, that's fine. You haven't missed anything. We just got started. Yeah, it is an RPG. It's kind of like a side-scrolling adventure RPG. It has it feels more like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of game than a typical JRPG, but it's still fun. It's just very complicated. So you really need to pay attention at the beginning with everything that they show you. And it's not the typical RPG where you get food, but you can't eat the food to gain health. You eat the food when you get hungry so you don't starve, and it regains your health at that point. It's confusing. That's fine. Yeah, no, the stream's actually only been live for like 2 or 3 minutes so far, so no biggie. So who are we starting with? Who wants their channel checked out first? Yeah, Avedon. Everyone who I watched it showed up in that recommended feed.
So in the world of modern games, $60 is the
I never
standard
watched
price
your
for
newest
most
one
video
here.
games, and many of us have come to accept that. We've come to expect to spend $60.
Hey,
on
no
the
problem,
next
Mike and
Ubisoft
Katie show.
game,
Thanks
on
for
the
coming
next
by, though.
Rockstar game, on the next Nintendo game.
No
on the
worries,
next Sony
Lolita.
Interactive
You can
game.
hang out and have some fun.
We have committed to spend $60 on these games. And we really don't question it too much. We just budget aside a budget ahead of time because we have had faith in these companies. But I wanted to stir the pot a little bit today. I wanted to really get nitty gritty and deep into this subject and really challenge your thoughts and your positions for a second and think, is $60 too much for a video game?
One thing I've learned to start to do, Avedon, with my videos is try to get into the subject
What's happening?
Before 30 seconds goes by in the video.
Welcome to my Friday Night Thoughts. If you're new,
and we
hit
are
that subscribe button and that notification
gonna
bell.
be past a
yesterday,
minute
I purchased
before you even get
Earthstorm
into
for the Nintendo
the
Switch
topic.
for $4.50. That's right.
Okay,
I
right at a
purchased
minute
game
basically is
for
when you start getting into the topic.
$4.50.
And that's way too long
And
for the
I
average
cannot
YouTuber
believe how
to
much
care to
quality
sit
this
down
game
and
has.
watch
In
a
my
video of someone they
earlier
don't know.
today, I stated that it felt like I spent $20 on this game. And the game has so much quality, it really made me think about, are video games
Yeah,
worth
Kim,
price?
you might not have videos, but you
Are
provide some
most
great
of these
feedback
games
for
that come
sure.
out that are $60, are they worth their actual price tag? And for me personally, I'm not someone who is for a game should be worth $60 based because it
What's
has
up,
a
Riff?
franchise or based on the company that made it. I feel a game should be worth $60 because the quality gives you what you paid for and more. So when I see games like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze being repriced at $60, which is originally $50 on the Wii U, I have some concerns. But we're not going to even touch on that. I'm going to bring a game to question that a lot of us are not brave enough to address. And I'm going to address it before anybody else. Super Mario Odyssey should have been $50. It should have been $49.99 and not $59.99. And I'm going to really just challenge everyone watching this and ready to disagree with me. How many of us have still played that game after we completed it? I'll wait. Right. So most of us haven't been playing that game after we beat it. In fact,
What's up, Don? How you
personally,
doing?
After I beat the game, I really didn't have much incentive to get all the moons. There wasn't much of a draw to say you should get all these moons. It was like trying to collect all the Korok seeds in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's like, what's really the incentive of collecting all of these? But that's one of my key instances. That game should have not been priced at $60. $50 is more of a justifiable price for that game. Why? Because the difficulty is way easy. It doesn't really keep you that long.
You have
really
awesome.
beat the
I
game
agree,
the
Kim. He has
entire week
awesome
if you wanted
energy,
to.
keeps people engaged.
So, when it comes to
One thing
games
I've
that
noticed,
really give you
Abaddon,
your
is
money's
you have a
worth,
tendency to start
that game is
rambling
not
a
on the
little
list
bit.
for me.
And I do that myself
like
if I
I
don't
spent as much
prep
because
myself before I
it's
do a
Mario,
video.
Mario's
And
in high
sometimes,
demand, and it's the Nintendo
sometimes I'll
Switch
shoot an
Mario.
entire
That's
video
why I felt
just
like
to
I
get my
spent
thoughts out
$60
there,
on it.
and then I will reshoot the video knowing what my thoughts
we
were,
as gamers,
so that it's a lot
we
more
tend to
streamlined and I know the
compromise
points I
and we're
want to hit
okay with
on.
that.
And
But the
obviously
reason
make
why I
some
say
notes
yes with
before
an
you do the
asterisk
video so it
because
doesn't,
there
so you
are
don't go
some
off on a
games that are
tangent that
worth
you
their
didn't mean
price
to.
points and more. Let's start with this one, Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game and the paid DLC season pass are worth the price point. Next game on the list, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Another game worth its price point. Another game arguably worth its price point. I know many will disagree, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now the reason why these games are worth their price points to me because look at Zelda Breath of the Wild. Look at how many people are still buying this game. This game has remained in the eShop's top 15 since the day it came out. And you really can't say that for almost any other game. It's almost 12 months in, and this game is still in the top 15. That is an amazing feat in itself, and that's something that should not go ignored. Next is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. If you have played this game, you would know this game is massive enough in itself that it is well worth $60. Most people who complete this game take over 100 hours to complete it. So again, you get your money's worth. And as far as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe goes, you definitely get your money's worth because you get more content than you did for the Wii U. And honestly, this was Wii U's most successful game. On
So the
Wii U,
point
this game
of
sold over 8 million copies.
why a game
So,
is valued at what
for
it
this
is
game to come out on the
because
Switch itself, then the Wii U's number
I'm
one
I'm
game,
trying to follow
you
what
can
your
give that pass to. I'm sorry.
what your
I
rationale
don't
is.
give
Is
that
it
pass to
because
Pokken
it's
Tournament.
an enjoyable
But this
experience? It
game
has
was
you
the
put a lot
most
of time
successful
into
game
it.
on the Wii U.
Is
It's-
that why
not?
the
Why not
value?
charge
I think
that full
the
price for the people
the
who
topic
missed
is
out on
kind of warping
So
into
those are
something
the
else
only
right
games
now.
that I will really say for the Switch that I would say I would really give. Oh, and Splatoon 2, of course. I would really recommend for people to wait until these games are on sale. Wait until you see these games drop down $10, $20, even $30, and get the game when it's more affordable to play. I mean, why do we have to pay $60 for games that are not finished, like WWE 2K18? And not to mention, I'm really against games being priced at a high price point based upon the franchise they're a part of or the developer that developed them. That's me. I don't like paying for the name brand. I want to pay for quality. And quality games need better spotlight. And honestly, I need your help with that. Let me know in the comments down below.
I mean, strong branding certainly helps, but it's not required by any means.
I only have the Nintendo Switch, but you
I mean,
have
look
a
at,
PlayStation 4.
everyone always says, like, RGT85, he's
have
got a
better
brand.
PC
It's like,
games
well,
than I do. You can let me
yeah,
know some
but
games that I weren't even aware of.
look at Alpha
And
Omega
honestly, we
Sin.
can get a good discussion going.
He doesn't
I want
even
this
have
to
an
be as
intro
interactive
or a
as
theme song.
possible.
And he has almost
if you like this
500,000
video,
subscribers.
Hit that subscribe button.
Same with
Hit that
Woodhawker
like
at Beat 'em Ups. He has
and
no
share
intro.
this with a friend.
His
This is
theme of his
Abdon,
channel
and I'm out.
is called Beat 'em Ups, but he doesn't even talk about Beat 'em Ups anymore. So, while it's important, it's not the central point of a channel, and you could be successful without it. But if you're gonna have one or the other, yeah, I'd lean towards having it. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Great to see you. Castlemania Games in the house. Replayability. Okay, so what I would say, because you never really said that, you talked around that in your video, but you never actually said the reason why a game should be worth $60 is due to replayability, for me personally. Because you got to be careful, because that's not the case with everybody. Other people will feel like a game is an experience that's worth playing for the experience, and that in itself is worth $60 for a game like Super Mario Odyssey. So just be careful when you go down a road like that, because you're going to get a lot of people hating on you. Not that haters are bad, but just be careful with it, and make sure you're clear with the direction of it, because not once did you say that. You talked around replayability, but you never actually said the reason why I feel games should be worth $60 is because of replayability. And here are some games with replayability. Godzilla Gaming, absolutely. Let me bring you up here. Yeah, no problem, man. It was. I don't mean to sound like it was a bad video by any means, but I think you have a lot of potential to improve how you go about doing it. And I think, like 5 months, 6 months from now, you'll look back at these videos and you'll be talking to yourself like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I was going like that with that direction in it, because this is the way I should have been talking about it." But that'll come in time. Hey, Mark the Martian, thanks so much for coming by, man. That's all I can ask for. Always make your next video better. That's what I try to do with every video I make.
I was excited personally when I saw this game.
Barrel999, hello. Thanks so much for coming by.
I was stoked.
We are checking out Godzilla Gaming right now.
You guys, this is not a 75-inch right here. This is 4K. This is amazing.
Practice makes perfect, absolutely. All right, so Godzilla Gaming, you've been doing this for about a month, because your older ones were 5 months ago and not really gameplay related. So about 1 month you started this. And I always like to ask gameplay channels, hey, what's up, Savage Beast? Thanks so much for hanging out. And this is for everyone in the chat too. Ask yourself before making your videos, am I looking to grow my channel, or am I looking to do this as a hobby and for fun? Because those are two completely different directions. And if you're doing it for a hobby and for fun, then there's nothing really I'm going to say to you that's going to be helpful to your channel, because you're doing whatever you want to do, and more power to you. If you want to grow your channels, you need to adjust how you do it so that you can draw in as many potential viewers as possible. I find the lack of Godzilla on the header disappointing. Yeah, that I would ask about that too. You have a header that is not the name of your channel. Well, if it's totally hobby and for fun, then I'm not going to really critique you, because there's nothing that I can really say to you. Because hobby and fun channels don't typically grow this day and age because the competition is so heavy. Exactly, Ryan. Exactly. The only way you're going to grow a channel is actually making videos. So, is anyone in the chat looking to get some advice on their channel on how to grow their channel? Because, like I said, if it's for a hobby, I'm not gonna critique it. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. No problem. Just a hobby, but I've been growing at the same time. So shrugs. No, that's good. I mean, that means you're doing something right, Midnight. My point is, I'm not gonna critique a channel if you're telling me you're doing it for a hobby, because a lot of times that can be taken the wrong way, because people will say, oh, I disagree with how you talk about what I should do because I'm doing this for fun. It's like, well, I'm not going to critique your channel, because if you're doing it for fun, there's nothing I can say to you because you are being you. It's, you don't need to adjust your content for anybody. And that will work in some cases for some people. What's up, DJ Crimmy? You're the guy that came over from Chris 16-bit, if I recall. Great to see you here. At it again, Gen X Grown Up. Yeah, Gen X Grown Up. Something I wanted to say to you. I love your channel. I love your podcast. A professional critique from one to another. I feel like you're a very professional channel and you have a lot of potential. With the topics of your podcast, something I've been meaning to tell you in private, not with everyone watching here, but whatever. It's nothing too private. I would focus harder on the topic of your podcast, because when I look at your podcasts, none of them catch my eye at all. I mean, maybe the one about road trips and what you do on a road trip and stuff, but outside of that, they all sounded like boring topics, like nothing I'd want to listen to for a podcast. So put most of your effort into finding a good topic to talk about, and the podcast will basically write itself, and more people would be interested in watching them. I think you'd have a lot more success just based off of a topic. Oh, okay, Godzilla Gaming. That makes sense. PK, thanks so much for coming by. Yes, I would agree you are. I know you very well now, and I would also say that I am my own harshest critic as well. Hey, what's up, Nostalgia? How you doing? Midnight Lost Gaming. Well, I will critique you, but if you're doing it for fun, like I said, it's not very much that I'm going to be able to say to you. Gary Waller vlogs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Gary, I think you were in the last live stream as well. Mark the Martian. Okay, awesome. Well, we got a lineup of channels here. Hold on a second. Let me line these up.
Hey, it's the Average Prepper, AK.
What is... I've already lost count of the days since they relieved me of duty. Strange how years of your life can just
I lost you. One second.
Flash, you've got nothing but time. Time to reflect on everything that's happened.
सब्सक्राइब कीजिए हिंदी ट्रिक्स चैनल को और बेल आइकन को दबाइए लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी वीडियोस सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।
What the heck? Hindi tricks? Have a virus?
They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive.
Oh, there you are.
I hit the ground with my...
Okay. Never mind, I found you. One more second here. Mark the Martian, I'm loading you up as well.
I've already lost count of the days since they relieved me of duty. Strange how years of your life can just vanish in the blink of an eye. And in a flash, you've got nothing but time. Time to reflect on everything that's happened. Hard to believe it's been only a few years since this all began. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the...
So Midnight Lost, you said you're not looking to grow. You just do this for fun, correct? Yeah, that definitely does. If you can't comment on game videos, there's nothing you can do to set yourself apart outside of just editing perfectly. And even then, it's going to be really tough to grow because there's just such heavy competition in YouTube these days that the only way you're going to grow is doing something that someone else isn't doing and doing it better than them. And editing something alone is not going to be enough. You're going to need to add some commentary to it. All right, Gen X, thanks so much for coming by. So I don't know. I don't really know what to say to a channel that's doing all this work, but is saying they're doing it for fun and a hobby, and if growth happens, great. I'm not going to critique you because I'm just going to come off as an asshole. What's up, Dongle? How you doing, man? What's up, Mike? Good to see you. All right, Gary Waller Vlogs. Let's check you out, man.
What is going on, everybody? My hair is going crazy today. I look like Einstein if I did my tongue like this. Something like that. Whatever. Got the big Southern Miss jacket on, representing Southern Miss, and I've got my new JSU hat.
So, Gary, I'm assuming you are,
representing that today.
You said you're making this channel because you want to grow, correct?
Today is going to be a little deep. It's going to be a little long. I'm going to be doing a series of these videos and stuff like that. Stick with me, guys. I'm going to be talking about some fun things that I've done in my life, talking about what this channel is about, and that way you guys can get to know me a little bit better.
All right,
that way
cool.
we can connect.
First thing I'd say,
right?
Anytime it's a vlogging channel, if you want to grow a vlog,
my name is Gary Waller.
You got to wow me right away.
Intro, but I'm saying it now.
And
thank you for clicking on this video today. Today is
and when I say me, I mean I'm trying to look at this like a generic.
I'm actually going to just be talking about what my channel is.
No, exactly, PK. I agree.
Do with my channel.
Everyone will say, "Oh yeah, you know, this is good. This is good." Looking at from the average viewer that's going to stumble upon your channel, if you don't wow me, I'm going to move on to the next video, and I don't give a crap about you. And I'm not saying me personally. I'm saying the average viewer doesn't give a crap about you. They have no reason to care about you. So having a video that says, "Hey, it's me. This is what I'm doing, and this is my vlog." I mean, it's great for you to do that, but for the average viewer coming to watch you, they don't care. They don't have a reason to care about you. Give them a reason to care about you. Instead of having a video that's like, "Hey, here I am," have a video that just hits them with action. This is what goes on in my vlogs. This is what I'm doing, and then show like something that happened that's intriguing, crazy, special, something that's different than anyone else. Because otherwise, it's not going to make people want to subscribe to you. How long you been doing this for? 68 subs. That's a pretty decent amount. You've been doing this for 2 months. You already have 68 subs in 2 months. Is that like a lot of family and friends, or how are you getting 68 subs in 2 months with a vlogging channel? Is it super? Did you have one video that did really well for some reason? 389 views. Random people. Very good. Very good. Drink review part 1 of 3, part 2. Okay, so the Carnival Cheers package, some family. Okay, so this is your best performing video. 14 likes, 0 dislikes.
Guys? We are going to be talking about our Carnival Cruise Cheers package experience. This is a 1 of 3 series because there's a lot of drinks that we're going to be doing a review on. So this is going to be the first section of the Cheers package review.
Okay.
And this is going to be the drinks that we had and what we thought of them. The way we rated these was out of 1 to 5 stars. 5 stars being the best drink that we ever had. something that we would definitely recommend, something that we would drink mostly all the time, or something that we would have every day.
We also based it on what they look like. So if they looked pretty, then that went into our rating. And if it was just kind of bland and dull, that went into our rating also.
A 4-star rating was something that we liked. We would definitely try it again, but it wasn't our favorite. A 3-star rating was something that we were kind of on the fence about. We didn't know if we liked it. We didn't know if we.
So one thing I'd say is
like
it's a little bit rambly,
but we just didn't really care for it.
A lot of times people are gonna just want to get hit with some action. So instead of having a 3-part series with this, actually a travel marketing website that is used
stick
by...
with this, guys. This is a 3-part series. It's going to be a little long.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that way
if you want to bring more people to a video, make it something shareable. And a part 1 of 3 that's 12 minutes long is going to scare a lot of people away, and it's not something that people are going to want to share with other people. So pack it all into one video, make it 6 minutes, and say, let's go through these drinks and which ones I liked, which ones I didn't like. This one's got 4 stars. This is why I liked it. This one's got 5 stars. This is why I loved it. And then just go plow right through them. Especially if you're a small channel, no one has a reason to care about what you have to say. They just care about the information that you're presenting to them.
First drink.
Okay, so we're 2 minutes and 5 seconds in, and you just said first drink. No one's gonna hang around if they don't know you for 2 minutes to find out what the drink is. So yeah, bam, just hit it and go to the next one. That's one of the toughest lessons I had to learn. Because when I first started YouTube, I thought people would care about what I had to say. Nobody cared about me. There's no reason anyone should have to care about me. I haven't done anything for people to care about me. So you need to do something for people to care about you. Trying to get that watch time. Well, all you're gonna do is scare people away with a long video that don't know you. Yeah, don't be afraid to make cuts in editing. Exactly. Mark the Martian, are you still here? Yeah, no problem, Gary Waller. No problem. All right, Mark the Martian. Here we go.
All right, guys. Mr. Mark here. We're down at the San Antonio River, and I want to share with you guys a few tips today. My thoughts just on what makes a responsible fisherman. First of all, what do we need? Boom. Fishing license. Make sure you have that, guys. Guys, if you're going to come out and fish here on the public waterways, make sure you have your...
don't stress, Mark. It's fine.
The money goes back towards the fisheries departments.
We're all in this together, and we're all here to help each other. So don't stress. This is anything that's going to progress where you're at. Don't feel worried about it.
Be responsible and get your fishing license, guys. So I'm going to show you guys here my tackle box for the day. Boom. That's my tackle box. See how small that is? One little Ziploc bag.
First thing I'd say, just watching this, I think you have good information you're providing to the users, but your energy level is severely lacking, and you need to work on engaging the audience, which is probably the hardest skill any YouTuber will ever obtain. I am still personally working on it, so I can't talk like I know how to do it, but...
You can have as much tackle as you want in your garage at home, and in your car.
Don't be afraid to change the inflection of your voice while you're speaking to wake somebody up while they're watching you.
Just fit right in your pocket, and that way you'll be traveling lightweight.
Are you guys familiar with Pro Jared?
Just what you need. You do your research ahead of time, and you just bring exactly what you need for the fish that you're trying to target that day. And here's my one other piece of kit. Here, keep it right here on my hip. There's a nice pair of pliers, needle nose pliers. You can have different types of pliers and fish disgorgers and stuff like that.
Yeah, Token Geek, good to see you, man. Yeah, ProJared's one of my favorite YouTubers, and the reason why I enjoy his content so much and why I'm trying to emulate him in a lot of my videos is his inflection changes while he speaks to keep the user engaged throughout the entire video, and that is so hard to do. So hard to do. Kid Choryukin! Great to see you, Kid Choryukin. Yeah, what time is it in Japan? It's gotta be, God, 4 a.m.?
Just to show you what I'm talking about, because I want to have a nice big hook to show you guys about pinching the barbs.
Okay, just a placeholder for now. Well, if you want to grow your channel, you want to not have any placeholders. You want to make sure everything's as perfect as possible. Lukester Goldfish, great to see you, man. How you doing?
Little thing right there is what's called the barb. And
yes, Token Geek. It's better than I could have said it. The inflection can help the viewer understand what you're talking about, even if they have no knowledge about the subject in the video. What's up, Jam Gamecast? How you doing? Another thing I'd say, just looking at your thumbnails, the thumbnails, you need to definitely do thumbnails. If you want to grow your channel, just a screenshot of your video is definitely not going to get it done. So if you don't know how to make a thumbnail, Google it and practice. Thumbnails would be where I would start. Secondly, games, dogs, fishing, Arthur, and more. That seems really random and not much of a focus. If it was like gaming and fishing, I'd be like, okay, cool. Or gaming and dogs, or dogs and fishing. You want to be careful with spreading your channel out too much, because when I look at that, it almost just reads as like a vlog. So what is this channel? As a new user coming to this channel, I don't know what you're selling me. What's up, Starlink Nova? Great to see you. I'm good, Lukester. I'm good. Thanks so much for asking. Because I'm doing it all on my phone. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, John Riggs does it all on his phone. And he's got thumbnails and he edits it. I've edited videos on my phone when I was out of town, so I know it's possible. I have an iPhone. And just using the default Apple video editor that comes with the phone, you're able to make cuts and shorten the length of a video and specify, you know, a topic and get to the point with it. Mion Nom Noms. Okay. But does that help, Mark? Because the first thing I'm saying is I don't know what I even want to watch here. I don't know what you're selling me. So the first thing I would say is focus on thumbnails and focus on a specific area that you want to focus on. And also, there's a video here that says, new YouTube policy, is YouTube dying? And it's 9 hours and 1 minute long. No, I'm not super tech savvy either. I had to teach this all to myself. But a 9-hour video?
About the new YouTube policy today, so
I don't get this.
this isn't what I typically do, is rant about stuff, but they just put out a new YouTube policy that's
Yeah.
deserves a little bit of ranting, I think.
Yeah, thumbnails will go a long way for you.
And I'm just gonna play some Fishing Resort. Not Fishing Resort, Fishing Planet. Fishing Resort is my other.
But yeah, find a direction and run with it. That's what I would say with your channel. Yeah, I can only imagine how long it took to render that upload. Meow Nom Noms. Gaming and reviews. Alright.
Just waiting for a couple people to show up.
So, Meow Nom Noms, how long you been on YouTube for? Let me load it up here. Absolutely, Switchcraft. Absolutely. So you've been doing this for 4 months, and it looks like you are a gameplay channel. What's up, Louise? Thanks so much for coming by, man. Switchcraft, I'll get to you in just a second. Some months. Okay. So you are a gameplay channel. But your banner says gaming and reviews. But I don't see any reviews here. I don't see any reviews at all. So, I mean, if you're a gameplay channel, that's perfectly fine. I would change the banner to say Meow Num Num's gameplay channel. Unless you plan on doing reviews. But if that's the case, do some reviews. Hey, Matt Tracker, thanks so much for coming by. Even if it is for a little bit. Okay, so gameplay, that's fine. I would change the banner to say gameplay. That way it lets people know what your channel is. I do plan on doing reviews. Okay. No problem, RGB. So, Meow Nom Nom's first thing I'd say is, it looks like these might be edited or uploaded straight from PlayStation Network.
We're back. What a way to start.
So
I realized
you didn't start talking until 30 seconds into the video, and a lot of people that would click on this may get bored and click off of it within the first 10 seconds. So you want to be ready to just be like, hey, thanks for coming by, guys. This is Meow Nom Noms, and I'm playing Uncharted. Is this Uncharted? No, you're playing Sherlock Holmes. That's confusing. The title's very confusing, too.
We're back with some more.
And it will come in time, but work on your confidence in speaking to the camera if you want to grow your channel. Mark the Martian, thank you so much for the $2, man. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, dude. I wouldn't say I'm that great, but I appreciate it. You want to be better than me. Goblin215, great to see you, Goblin. Thanks for coming by, man. Retro Game Players, thank you so much. Appreciate that. But, I mean, don't take offense when I say get confidence and speak with more authority, because, in all honesty, it took me 6 months before I had any semblance of confidence when I was talking to the camera, and that will come with time.
In case somebody's watching and they don't understand it, these these things on top, the symbols,
yeah, we did, Goblin. We did, for sure.
The symbols of these.
Oh, no worry, Mark the Martian. I appreciate it. YouTube takes like 50% of it when you donate through YouTube.
So this one is like
so it's kind of brutal, but
thing, so you can
but I appreciate it regardless.
Areas.
If anyone else is considering donating, please try to figure out the Streamlabs so that YouTube doesn't take all your money before it gets to me.
See, I can walk. And then if you want to go to this other one, you gotta go and walk.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The other thing I'd say is if it's not one of your better videos, I would hesitate in putting it up if you want to grow your channel, because you can't tell somebody what video to watch, and if they come to the channel and watch one of these and don't like it, they're gone, and they'll never watch any of your other videos. So just be careful with that. You want to make every video that you put up as best you possibly can. And one thing I'd say about a gameplay video is you want to give the viewer a reason to be watching. And as I've been watching this, I'm like, okay, she's in the same room and walking on the floor, and 3 minutes have passed, and I don't know what's going on.
I need to go on the bird head, so let's be this one.
So don't be afraid, even if it's gameplay, to engage the viewer with what you're doing and why, and that will come with time when you warm up to the camera, like Starlink Nova just said, exactly.
Oh. I see what I gotta do. Why not? I can't go over there. Oh wait, no, right here.
Oh, go see mommy because I don't have it.
I saw it and I messed up.
Well, that's fine. When I first started, I was shy on the camera as well. I was shy when I first started. You're gonna have to get over that, or else you're not gonna be successful on YouTube in the long run. And that's the harsh reality of it. If you can't warm up to the camera and not be shy, it will not work. That's one way to guarantee to not be successful. But that will come with time. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Thanks so much for coming by. Yeah, Xander, exactly. Getting in groove with the camera is really hard at first. I mean, I could show you my earlier videos and you guys would laugh. You'd be like, oh my god, that's what you used to sound like. But the important thing is to make a step forward in every video and try to approach the camera differently every time. Exactly, retro game players.
Now I feel like I get it.
I can show you can. Yeah, exactly.
For the most part, I get the idea of it.
But that's what I'd say is focus on camera presence and confidence in speaking to the camera. Don't worry about what the content is right now. Focus on you and getting better with how you speak to the camera. Because ultimately, that's going to be the most important part of anyone. All right, we got anyone else up next? I feel like there was somebody that said something here.
Gave up on it. Yay! I was debating if I wanted to stream again after that cliffhanger because I don't want the stream to be too short, but oh well. This one might be a little short. It reminded me a lot of Uncharted.
Rate your snuff film? I don't know if I should do that, kid. Sure. I'm not gonna rate your channel. You have more subscribers than me. You're doing something right.
Looking at my Amazon wishlist. I think I haven't finished. I was supposed to take some things off of it, but I haven't been able to. Like I did get a few games from it already. I think, like a little bit Planet. And then I'm not sure if I.
And also, the other thing I'd say is make sure the title of your video is directing people to what your video actually is. Because writing, "Is this Uncharted?" Oh, Goblin, thank you so much, man. That is so nice of you. Thank you very much.
Oh, wait, did I have it right?
Xander Scullion.
No, I almost had it right.
Thank you so much, Goblin, for the $5. That really means a lot to me. Thank you.
I'm confused. Which one do I get into?
Okay, Xander, let me open up your channel here. Absolutely, Goblin. Absolutely. I will load you up next. Probably should have waited on the donation. I'm just kidding. All right, Xander Scullion. Oh, I'm subscribed to you. Let's see. No problem, Yon Nom Noms. Thanks so much for for coming by. Let me hear your thoughts on the Labo. 3 minutes, good runtime.
Hello everyone, I'm about to head into work. I'm about to work a double today, so I had time to set the camera up, and this is not going to be a full edited video, it's more of a vlog. But I did want to talk about Nintendo's announcement last night.
First thing I'd say when I hear an intro like that is it can be boring, because if I don't know you, be like, I don't care that you have to go to work. Why are you telling me this? I came here to be entertained. I don't care about your life. I want you to tell me your thoughts on Labo. So that just from someone who doesn't know you.
On the Nintendo Labo. And what this says is kind of like a cardboard peripheral that's coming out to the Switch.
Hey, Down Phoenix, good to see you.
And this will allow people to put together various objects and do things with the software.
Hey, Super Nintendo, thanks for coming by, man.
I know a lot of people are kind of on the fence about it. A lot of people are saying, like, why am I going to pay $80 for this? This is stupid. This is dumb. And I have to constantly remind people, this isn't for us, you know? I mean, this isn't aimed towards adults, this is aimed towards children, and I think that's cool. Anything to, you know, make kids want to build things and have fun is not necessarily a bad thing.
Why do you have 11 dislikes on this video?
People are getting kind of crazy about, because it's going to be $80 for the software and for a startup kit. I know what some people are thinking, like, what happens if the cardboard gets messed up? Because cardboard is not durable. I mean, your kid could spill his drink on it. You know, the dog could squish it, or, you know, two kids could be fighting over who's going to be the robot and tear it to pieces. Well,
apparently someone has multiple accounts and dislikes them, because this video isn't that bad.
All you gotta do is supply your own cardboard and print it out and make a new one. I think that's cool. You know, I think it's cool that they're not going to nickel and dime and be like, oh, you know, if you tear it up, you're going to spend an extra $10.
Chris 16-bit, what's going on, man? Howdy, Crowdy.
Yeah, I mean, this is
so great to see you, man.
You know, Nintendo's putting out. It's not replacing the Switch. It's not replacing home consoles. It's not replacing games. It's just a little something they're making. And, you know, if it makes kids more creative, that's cool. That's awesome. I personally, I'm not going to get it. If I have $80, I'm not going to buy something, build something out of cardboard. But this is something that I would have really enjoyed when I was a kid, because it seems like a lot of adults forget that, you know, we played with stuff that was made of cardboard. You know, we built, like, or at least
Avedon, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for the $2. That's really nice of you.
And, you know, this is something that schools
thank you so much,
do
dude.
As well. You know, schools could get these kits and have kids put them together. This could also help kids with, you know, disabilities. Like if you have a kid that has autism, this is something that they could do and communicate. I mean, this is something really interesting. So I necessarily don't hate it. It's not for me. And I think a lot of, you know, adult gamers need to realize that just because something video games coming out doesn't mean it always appeals to you. So, I mean, that's my thoughts on the Nintendo Cardboard Labo. You guys can look up videos of it on the internet. It's everywhere. They did the direct last night.
I definitely agree with, I don't remember who was saying it, but I'm definitely getting an RGT Sean Long vibe out of this.
Hit the bell besides the subscription button, because this will notify you on all future uploads on my channel. I actually have a brand new video coming out Sunday, and this video will be a lot more like higher quality. I'm actually going to talk about things I like and don't like about the Nintendo Switch. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.
One of his weaker films. Let me see what else he's got here. How gaming changed my life. YouTube strips away partner program for small channels. Let me check this one. Oh, very cool, very cool. Yeah, Sean is an awesome dude, for sure.
And, you know, this is going to just be me talking to you guys. I'm not doing any editing or anything like that.
So there's another one where you're not doing any editing. Do I just keep finding your videos where you didn't edit them?
First off, if you're a content creator, you probably definitely know what I'm already going to talk about. If you're not a content creator, if you're just someone who watches...
Check out a games you should check out.
fighting ninjas with a yo-yo, and saving children from Joe Pesci with a hipster ponytail. This and more with games you should check out.
Okay, so here's a real...
What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Games You Should Check Out. I'm your host, Andrew Scullion, where I talk about games that you guys should be playing, and I even have recommendations from viewers like you with our 1 Minute Crunch. So without further ado, here we go. Spin Master, also known as Miracle Adventure in Japan, is an arcade game
good. You got
and released by Data East. And this was actually the first Data East developed game released on the SNK.
You got into the topic before 30 seconds went by, so that's really good.
Straightforward. You're playing as these two characters trying to save.
What's up, Sid the Geek?
Mary, this damsel in distress. But what really makes this game interesting is, of course, the gameplay. It's a platforming beat 'em up, and it's got some really colorful sprites.
Looks like a lot of clutter in the background of this video. To each their own with the backgrounds. I kind of like them, find them unique.
And this is probably one of the most unique games I've played on Neo Geo, because when you think of Neo Geo, you think a lot of like fighters or shooters, but this is actually something a little different. And what's really nice is, even though this is only released on the arcades, you can also get this on the Virtual Console. I'm talking about the Nintendo Wii, and quite recently on the Nintendo Switch. If you're a big fan of games like Joe and Mac, then this will be right up your alley. And if you have a Nintendo Switch, I definitely say check this out.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea, Super Nintendo.
Released by Data East as an arcade beat 'em up, and unlike its competitors like, say, Capcom's Final Fight, you're doing more than just beating.
Yeah, this is an excellent video, Xander. Excellent video.
More of a horror movie macabre approach, where you're fighting hordes of undead zombies, mutants, and werewolves, and elemental bosses. You'll even see some lookalikes of Count Dracula and the Grand Reaper and Frankenstein's monster.
Apparently he's got a hater that dislikes all his videos because he talked crap about Star Wars.
I really enjoy this.
That's what he said earlier.
Now, I will say though, story to this game, you're trying to stop an evil king.
Yeah, I would sub to you if I wasn't already subbed to you. This is excellent.
Let's just face it, you're going to be more into the fighting aspect of this game.
And you do good with your voice inflections as well. I mean, it could always get better, but this is better than most people.
Now, seeing that it was only released in arcades, you can totally check this out using programs like MAME. But if you do download a ROM on MAME, I highly recommend the Japanese version, so you can get all that uncensored blood and gore. And now it's that time for 1 Minute Crunch.
What's up, XS Gaming subscribers? This is John the Retro Bro here with my 1 Minute Crunch, and I want to talk to you about a game called Top Hunter. Do you even Neo Geo, bro? This game is amazing. I actually found this game when I was on the Microsoft Store, and I was like, hey, you know what? I can emulate Neo Geo on my Raspberry Pi. I'm gonna go ahead and check this game out. It looks like a lot of fun. I downloaded it, guys. Wow, let me just say, you need to buy this game. If you are any sort of fan of Mega Man, Rocket Knight, you have to get this game. It is a side-scrolling action, more of a beat-em-up / shooter, but think Mega Man. You punch in this game, you can shoot, you can even get in those crazy mechs like you can in Mega Man. This is a very fun game. It's very easy to get a hold of. If you have an Xbox, if you have a Windows computer, you can buy it on there. You can buy it, I'm sure it's on Steam. It's an old Neo Geo game. Or you can just emulate it on your Retro Pi. So guys, Top Hunter for the Neo Geo. Get it on the Microsoft Store. Get it on your Retro Pi. Play the game. Thanks for watching. Take it back to you, Xander.
Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Now, when I mention this title, you're probably going to think of the Sega Genesis version, which is, in my opinion, not a bad game. I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed the version.
Yeah, I never actually played the arcade version of this.
But if I want to talk about the definitive experience, it would have to be its arcade port. This game is freaking awesome. It's essentially a beat 'em up, although Michael Jackson.
Nice, Kachukin. Yeah, he's good.
Attacks, he does more of like these magic missile moves of shooting out fireballs at goons, trying to save children from an evil Joe Pesci with a hipster ponytail. Even Michael Jackson's real life
it looks incredible.
Companion Bubbles makes an appearance in this game, and when you encounter him, he gives you a special ability to turn into Mecha Michael Jackson, where you can just turn into this huge robot and shoot a bunch of rockets, and even have a special move.
See, it's stuff like this. Like, I would say this content is on par with how Metal Jesus Rocks talks about his games and videos. So it just
I like
blows
the
my mind that
isometrical view, the
one of you
top-down
has
view that this game has.
500,000
I also like
subscribers
the
and
fact
one of you
that
has
it
2,000.
Not one, but four player
Kind of
co-op.
wild.
That's
Especially
right,
if someone
you
said you've been doing this
just
longer than Sean Long.
quadruple the experience of Michael Jackson with all your friends, shooting up, or should I say, dancing up all the enemies to save a bunch
The
of
only
kids.
thing
This
I
is a
could
really
add is say
awesome
work on
arcade
your voice
game,
inflection a
and I
little
highly
bit more,
recommend you guys
but
check it out.
that's a very minor. But that's really all you need to do. It's the only
First
thing
off, I
left.
want to give a big shout and a huge thank you to John the Retro Bro for contributing to
Yeah,
the
GameSack
1 Minute
as well.
Crunch
GameSack
again.
is
This
another
the
good one to
second
compare it
time,
to.
Contributing to the 1 Minute Crunch. And if you guys have a game you want to recommend, be sure to email us at XSGamingPodcast@gmail.com.
You seem very personable. You seem like a
Again,
good
that
dude.
is XSGamingPodcast@gmail.com.
Everything is organized here. The background music isn't too loud. Everything's good.
That's what this show is all about. It's all about finding games to play and interacting with the community. And with that being said, I would love to have more contributors to the 1 Minute Crunch so we can make this a whole weekly segment. I would love to do this weekly on this show. And most of all, show off some games that we should be playing. I feel like a lot of us get kind of caught up more in the collecting aspect than just enjoying a great video game. Anyway, guys, this concludes another episode of Games
That was great.
Check
That was
Out,
great.
And be sure to check out the rest of the episodes.
If anything, I'd say focus more on doing episodes like that.
So you guys can check that out.
And if you're gonna do your ranting videos, just work on the rambling aspect of those, because you might lose subscribers doing ranting videos if they end up rambling and take away from what people subscribed to you for in the first place. But that's just a guess. So let me see. What was I doing next? Goblin 215 with the $5 donation. Thank you so much, Goblin. All right. So I'm already subscribed to you, but it's been a while since I watched one of your videos. Why is that? Because you do mostly live streams. So this is interesting with channels that do a combination of live streams with anything else. That can hurt your channel, because people will subscribe to you for something you do, and then they'll see you do a bunch of live streams, and it might turn them off from coming back because they never know when you're going to do a video that takes a lot of effort. So I like me, if I'm going to do live streams of me playing a video game, I'm either going to set them to private after they air, or I'm going to make a separate channel to do those. Because I don't want to confuse the hard work I put into my other videos with just gameplay. Yeah, exactly, Down Phoenix, exactly. Hey, what's up, Ty Lord? Thanks for coming by, man.
So, this is the F-Zero game review.
First thing I'd say is the audio is whack. I heard you say so, and it sounds like nails on a chalkboard because it's either a bad microphone or a bad recording.
This will be my retro review.
Sounds like you're talking through a walkie-talkie.
So I'm going to enjoy doing this, and I hope you guys enjoy this.
Like it sounds like you're talking like this.
Game reviews, movie reviews, live streams, and
like all muffled, kinda.
You should subscribe, ring that bell, and comment below. So F-Zero was released November 1990.
And man, audio is one of those things that I used to not care about, but
yeah, man, hell with that.
But I've learned it means so
I remember
much.
getting this game for Christmas, and I honestly was
Yeah, you can separate them into playlists
excited
as
about
well,
it.
but
It's a
I
game
mean,
at
for
the
me,
time
I just
knew nothing about, and I'm not really into racing
I don't
games,
want
so
I don't want
a
them
little
on my channel
disappointed. I mean, I was
because I put
grateful
so much
got
work
it,
into
but
my
I was, like,
videos
kinda
that I don't want
disappointed that
gameplay
this
in my
was one of
channel.
the games that I got.
Personally.
But after playing F-Zero, it quickly changed my mind. I fell in love with the game, and I actually got into racing games because of F-Zero.
So you really need
game
a
that's
new
done-
microphone.
It was just done so right.
I mean,
It's very fast.
I keep going back to that. I don't even know what you're saying because I'm just so fixated on how poor the audio is.
Fun. It's a futuristic racing game where the cars are.
If you're looking to grow your channel. If you're doing this for fun, then it doesn't matter. But if you're looking to grow your channel, invest in a good microphone. My microphone, the Snowball Ice, this one,
You feel like you're in the future.
$50
Really
on Amazon.
It could be really
$50
brutal,
and
drivers
be done
you're
with it.
driving up against, they could knock you into the walls. They could push.
Hey,
you off
Retro
the
Robbie.
floor.
Good
They
to
could
see
be
you,
really
man.
Annoying. Why don't we check out some gameplay to see how intense this can actually get?
Later, Kid Shoryuken. Thanks so much for coming by, man. Have a good night. Going to bed in Japan at whatever time it is there. Alexa, what time is it in Japan?
Oh my god, I'm gonna take a shit. Oh my god, I just made
4:08 a.m. on Sunday.
Fucking asshole.
Go to bed, Kid Shoryuken.
Mother. You.
Yeah, it's a good mic. Not the best, but does the job. Radical Reggie, what's up, man?
Oh my god, did you see that? So yeah, that really happened. So F-Zero has 4 different cars to pick from. Each car has its own attributes. It really, to me, it really fits the style that you want. F-Zero is really.
I don't know about morning. It's 11:08 here on the West Coast with us, Reggie.
I think F-Zero is one of the.
Although it is the weekend, I guess.
It's unfortunate that it's.
If you got kids, you're waking up at 6 a.m. like me.
I really hope Nintendo plans to make a sequel because I think F-Zero is one of the better racing games out there. Even it being this old, I still enjoy it.
I would say, Goblin, if I'm going to be reviewing your review, I'd say you spent way too much time showing your gameplay. I thought it was a cool idea showing you do the gameplay, but people got the idea of it after about 5 to 10 seconds. It didn't need to go on for like 60 seconds of you playing the entire lap.
1 to 10. Graphics, I'd give it a 9. I give it a 9 because the artwork is so vibrant.
I think a script would really go far for you. If you wrote out your thoughts and or at least take some notes on what you want to say, because it kind of feels like you're just kind of rambling into a walkie-talkie. But if you organize your thoughts, write them down on a piece of paper, get yourself a good microphone, and go through them, you'd be amazed at the difference you have here.
It just makes it so much better. It really
509 in Brazil.
The style of gameplay that this game provides. Controls are really tight.
Yeah, Savage Beast. If I had the energy, I'd be up that time too, but I just don't have the energy.
Left, right,
no problem, man. I think you got a lot of potential, though. I don't want to make it sound like I'm coming off as an asshole to you. I think you got a lot of potential. Like, a microphone is an easy fix, and taking some notes is an easy fix.
Overall fun, I'd give it 9. I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed.
Who we got up next?
This game. It's just pure fun. I was just really into this game. Overall score, I would give F-Zero 9. It's that good, and it's aged so well. Tell me in the comments what you think. Do you agree, disagree? What would you rate?
Oh, thank you so much, Down Phoenix.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for helping out these small channels. Wine pods for the win. I don't have any wine right now. It's before noon on a Saturday. Would that be bad to be having wine right now? Oh, Super Nintendo. I do want to do that. Thank you for bringing that up. I want to show everyone your review on that. Thanks again, Down Phoenix. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. All right. So Super Nintendo is, let me see. How long have you been doing this for? 9 months. I think you are a very up-and-coming channel. You have a ton of potential if you work on your confidence in your voice inflections and how you speak to the camera. You are going to go really, really far here.
Hey guys.
All right, Chris. Thanks so much for coming by, man.
2 weeks, I let you, the viewer, choose.
Yeah, that's right, Kim. I gotta support my habits somehow.
Nights into Dreams, and your choices were Super Back to the Future 2 for the Super Famicom, Guardian Legend for the NES, Space Channel 5 for the Sega Dreamcast, and with 39% of the vote, Conker's Bad Fur Day for the Nintendo 64. So that's your choice.
And Nick, I don't mind you doing this intro, talking to people about how you got to picking it.
So on to Conker's Bad Fur Day,
but I would do it faster.
64. I picked this game up loose a couple of years before
because
Nintendo 64 games started jumping in price. I paid about $30.
I don't know. I can't remember how long it takes you to get into the game, but now you're talking about how you picked up the game. People that don't know you don't care why you picked up the game. They don't care how you got it. They don't care how much you paid for it. They don't care about any of that. They care about what you think about the game because they're interested in playing the game themselves.
Much later. So in 2014,
yeah, exactly, Radical Reggie.
The complete in box version for Christmas. And what I did was I used the
I mean, if you Super Nintendo, if you get bigger, people will start to care about your backstory. But right now, people don't care, and that's the hard truth I had to learn myself on my own channel.
And I really wanted DuckTales, and it looks like I got that at a really good price as well. So now at the recording of this video, Conker's Bad Fur Day for the Nintendo 64 sits about $65 used.
This is for rating smaller channels. I think Metal Jesus is doing just fine on his own.
Released in North America in March of 2001, Conker's Bad Fur Day set out to become one of the most sought-after titles for the Nintendo 64, mainly because of how notorious this game is. This is an M-rated game made by Rare, which at the time was a second-party.
Yeah, exactly. A nice review. You jumped right into
Nintendo
it.
isn't known for being behind M-rated games, so this definitely raised some eyebrows when it was
I need to refill my drink. I'll be right back.
State that this was one of the very few M-rated games on the Nintendo 64, but that's not entirely the case. In addition to Conker's Bad Fur Day, there are 25 other M-rated games in North America, and that's 8% of the library, which is pretty significant. But this is a Nintendo published game that is rated M for mature. And that's what makes Conker's Bad Fur Day for Nintendo 64 so interesting. Conker wasn't always a foul-mouthed drunk squirrel. He was originally a chipper, family-friendly character who was in Diddy Kong Racing and also got a Game Boy Color standalone game called Conker's Pocket Tales in 1999. Because of that previous image, Nintendo wanted to make it crazy clear that this is an M-rated game. The box is black and has an advisory. This game is not for anyone under the age of 17 on 3 panels. It also says this is for mature audiences when you first boot up the game. Sales did suffer because Nintendo didn't want to go all in on advertising, and at the time Walmart didn't sell M-rated games. So about the story. Conker had an epic night out drinking with his friends and gets so drunk that he forgets how to get home. He wakes up in an unfamiliar place and must get home. Meanwhile, the Panther King spills his milk because of a wobbly table, and the only suitable leg replacement is a red squirrel. Yes, that is the story. The goal of the game is simple: to get home. Along the way, you'll encounter some crude humor and some talking cash. Cash is important because there are places that will not let you pass unless you have that money. These talking piles of cash are hidden around the world, and luckily they do alert you to their presence by talking. The gameplay is straightforward. This is similar to previous Rare games like Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64. Progress through the world to complete tasks and avoid getting killed. You have 3 lives to start out, and if you lose all 3, you're booted back to the last major save point. Graphics in this game are above average for the Nintendo 64. While the expansion pack isn't necessary for this game, it does seem to take advantage of it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any gamma features, so some dark areas are really dark if your TV can't go any brighter.
The Retro Gaming Maniac, are they in here right now or no?
Now the controls feel clunky, mainly because this is a 3D game made in the late 90s, early 2000s, and frame rate doesn't make platforming speedy either.
It's almost noon, right? I can have wine, right?
I have to stop, then crouch to do a high jump. And at least in Mario 64, you can do that as fast as your fingers will let you go. Also, some of the jumps are hard to gauge, so you'll fall a lot. And fall damage is a real thing, and it is possible to kill yourself from full health if you fall all the way down from a high enough obstacle. At least in Mario 64, it was easy to do a ground pound to avoid that damage. The humor is definitely late 90s, early 2000s humor.
One thing, Nick, I'd say on this video is, yeah, I've had the Retro Bits wine. My brother said that to me a long time ago. I don't know if they even still make that stuff. But that was good.
So make sure that you want to pay attention to the story.
It was 5 o'clock somewhere, yeah, or 5 a.m. if you're
of course, if I
in Japan.
This when Nintendo 64 was the latest machine, I probably wouldn't have had that complaint. Old 3D
the title could use some work on this video.
Deter you from trying out this game. There's not too much that I didn't like about this game that can't be excused for just being an early 3D game. However, the cutscenes
I'm the kind of dad you read about.
The first time you play
my wife's actually home today. She's taking care of the kids.
You're going to need subtitles because some of the voices are just plain.
Radical Reggie's my boy.
I haven't got a beer.
No. Buddy. God, this game was so good. I'd work on the title
So
for this.
despite that, Conker's
I don't
Bad
like.
Fur Day for the Nintendo
I don't like
64
how it just
definitely
tells
is a
people what it
game
is. There's no
that
mystery
every
to it.
Nintendo
No. You don't
64
have to be
collector
clickbaity.
should have in their
But this kind of gives away the whole story.
So that's Conker's Bad Fur Day.
You
for
say
the
Conker's
Nintendo
Bad Fur Day is a must-have for collectors, and then the video is why Conker's Bad Fur Day is a must-have for collectors. There's no reason for someone to click on it and watch it because they just read it. Okay, it's a must-have. Let me go find another video about a review of this game and why I should care about it. I would say something along the lines of, is Conker's Bad Fur Day still worth it? Review Super Nintendo or something like that. Hey, what's up, Nintendo? Oh my god, that guy's awful. Do not watch Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for the subscription, 09 Ed Carlo. Yeah, no, if you guys want to know how to run a good YouTube channel properly, check out Nintendo. If you obviously probably already know about him, but if you don't for some reason, he picks great topics, doesn't waste any time, and truly engages the users and the viewers on what his topics are. They absolutely are, Liam. I'm not going to lie to you. These streams are purely for having a reason to drink. But as far as Super Nintendo, I'd say something along the lines of, is it Conker's Bad Fur Day N64 - is it worth it? Modern review, something like that. It's not too clickbaity. It's basically asking a question. It tells people what the video is, and it gives them a reason to click it to find out what your thoughts are, instead of just saying, here are my thoughts in the title, and then saying the same exact thing in the actual video. But those are my thoughts on that. Switchcraft, are you still here? Yes, Nintendo is awesome. That's for sure. It is an honor and a pleasure to have Radical Reggie and Nintendo in this stream. That's pretty cool. I could use some advice too, beside wine in the morning. I don't know any other advice besides wine in the morning. That usually works for me. I really have clickbait thumbnail coming in 2 weeks. Never try to mislead, but it's exactly. I mean, my most popular video is super clickbaity. I don't feel good about it, and I even get comments in that video saying that this is very clickbaity. But it's got 165,000 views. So hey, John Riggs is here. Jeez. Is everyone just hanging out on a Saturday with me so we can drink some wine together? Is that what's going on here? John, I absolutely loved the recent video you put up with Mario and GoldenEye. That is badass. Who sent you that cart? You never sent in the video. You just said someone sent me this. I wish someone would send me a cart of GoldenEye Mario 64. Yeah, no, Radical Reggie, I do feel good about that video, but I'm saying don't be afraid to use clickbaits in your thumbnail and your title. It's dirty, it's gross, and unfortunately, it's what's successful on YouTube. As long as you come through with what you talk about in the video, you're okay with doing the clickbait. If your video sucks and you don't answer the question or you kind of dodge it, then you're going to piss a lot of people off. Let's see. I agree with the fixes to the title. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. Missing Metal Jesus. Yeah, Metal Jesus doesn't really do live streams, I've noticed. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? You have the right attitude, Nintendo. You have the right approach. You want to improve. You are improving with every video that you're making. I'm seeing. Just a matter of time and practice. Yeah, exactly. You'll get there, man. You'll get there. You got 183 now. 183 subs now. Don't sell yourself short. NES Maker is badass. Yeah, of course you can say it. I don't think I mod anything in the comments right now. Wait until you see my next click. Jason has talked about doing them. Did he do a video on talking about them? Because I'd be interested to hear his thoughts on that. Let me see. Well, it's all about the clickbait as long as you answer the question in the video. I just asked if Switchcraft was here, and they are. Well, let's go to Switchcraft's channel. Absolutely. I always love you coming here, man, so thanks. I should say I had 3.5 subs. The next month will be... Nintendo, me and you got to talk, because I've always been intrigued with how you got the growth so goddamn fast. That's impressive. Faster than anyone I've ever seen. I mean, I'm sure there have been faster growth stories, but none that I've witnessed. I think I was one of your subs when you were around like 8,000 to 9,000. And then I saw you growing, and I'm like, my God, he's doing something right. I think it was with that Switch VR video that killed it. Yeah, it's got the Woz. He's really good too. I've learned a lot. He's really good with his jokes. It's really hard to do quality jokes on a video. Wow, that's wild. Oh, you did? I missed that. I must have clicked off of it at the end. Sorry there, John. I get easily distracted. I thought I watched the whole video. Maybe I just missed it. So, Switchcraft, what was the video you wanted me to look at here? Oh, wow, Token Geek. That's a lot. Yeah, another one is Spawn Wave. He's grown really fast, too. Lost Sphere. Okay, first impressions on Lost Sphere.
Hey, everyone. Switchcraft here, and today I wanted to give you my first impressions of the newest RPG on the Nintendo Switch, Lost Sphere. This is the second game from Tokyo RPG Studios.
I think your audio's a little low compared to the other videos.
Pump out AA games, and the spiritual successor to I Am Setsuna. Now, I picked up a physical copy, which was only available.
So see if you can raise the volume up post-production.
And is a great segue for a plug for another project I'm working on, where I make a case
yeah, no worries.
for physical media in the video game industry. Hit subscribe and look for that to drop in the next couple of days. Anyways, back to Lost Sphere. And we'll begin with the visuals, which for the most part are pretty good.
One thing I tell everyone, try to get into your topic before you hit the 30-second mark. And it took 42 seconds to really get into talking about what Lost Sphere's first impressions are. So in the first minute, you're going to lose like 50% of your audience if you don't get into it in the first 20 seconds.
But in a drawing a near perfect circle freehand kind of way. And I want more. Now, I did notice in some wooded areas, for example, or subworlds with a lot of movement and textures, that the game does this thing with lighting and in a sun-in-your-eyes kind of way that didn't give too much detail, but almost looked like an aliasing effect on both handheld and dock modes. This hasn't taken too much away from the game, but it's definitely part of its charm and art style. In terms of gameplay, Lost Sphere, as far as I've noticed, has not sputtered or dropped any frames yet in either handheld or dock mode, and has remained silky.
Hey, Radical Reggie, by the way, when are you going to do our collab that I sent you? I'm still waiting on that. I'm pretty sure you forgot about it.
Is something I'm still getting used to. Lost Sphere employs what's called an active time battle system.
This is not sponsored. Kirkland's signature, Sonoma County, Old Vine Zinfandel. It's good stuff. I've never had it before. I always like to try different stuff.
You can be in a heated battle and have seconds at a time where this mechanic isn't synced and have literally nothing happen.
That's funny, nostalgia.
With a stationary camera, that can mean a less than ideal view of the battle.
Nintendo, it will be glorious for all of us to unite. Yeah, Reggie, I sent you that, and you were like, "Oh my God, I didn't think you were gonna get on that so quick."
I've already experienced satisfying character progression, item acquisition, and upgrades. There are a whole host of side quests, dungeons to explore, monsters
exactly.
To fight, money to collect,
bath time with JT.
Characters to meet, and a reversing an old Final Fantasy world on the SNES, but beautifully up.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying this game wasn't as good as they would hope it would be.
My issues with it are that, especially in the first hour or so of the game, there are a ton of cutscenes. And I get it, you have to set the tone and give context.
Dude, I was going to do a video on how obnoxious cutscenes are in video games. I will, Reggie, I will. I'm just giving you a hard time, man. I know, you're busy, I'm busy. I'm totally giving you a hard time. I don't care. Drew, thanks so much for coming by, man. That really meant a lot. Really appreciate that, dude. Thank you.
If that makes any sense. This game would play way smoother if the time between dialogue boxes was a little shorter. You may have to play it in person to know exactly what I'm talking about, but you will notice it.
What? Holy shit, Scott the Waz?
Hopefully optimistic. I can tell you that this game was made by a company called Tokyo RPG Factory.
God, Scott, I was just complimenting you probably before you got here, but I really appreciate your comedy, which is very challenging to do in a video, and I'm trying to learn the best from how the master does it. Yes, I'm a busy guy, Radical. Come on, Reg. I'm very busy.
Level up my party's characters.
Well, I mean, it helps me think.
And spend more time in this beautiful world and its beautiful art style. If you hate RPGs, the first 3 to 4 hours of this game will not convert you.
All right, Kim. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it.
Better than anything else out there. But if you're a fan of the classics, you'll no doubt notice the Chrono Trigger, early Final Fantasy, Xenogears, and even Dragon Quest influences. This game is not a AAA blockbuster and doesn't try to be. Considering this game is half the price of one of those AAA titles, there's definitely value there. And so far, unless you hate RPGs, I would recommend checking it out. But stay tuned for my complete review when I finish it. Time to wrap this up and happily dive back in. That's all for today, guys. Switchcraft.
I mean, Switchcraft, that wasn't bad by any means. Especially for being new to YouTube, that was not bad whatsoever. One thing you can work on, everyone can work on, is inflection of your voice and confidence when speaking. And that's just going to come in time. But that wasn't bad by any means. It got a little bit rambly. Like I said, the vocals were a little bit dry, but you got through your points. You made your points through it. It wasn't bad. Sad moments in video games. Aw. I'm going to guess Aerith from Final Fantasy VII is going to be in there. Most likely number one? I'm trying to think of something more sad than that. General Leo, Final Fantasy VI. That was pretty sad. Man, Final Fantasy does a really good job of sad moments. Aerith's sweet. Yeah, exactly. Aw. Let me see. Who we got up next? Yeah, exactly, Switchcraft. For 27 days in, you're leagues beyond where I was 27 in. So, absolutely. Spoiler, Jeff? Oh, come on. Hey, look, if someone doesn't see that coming, Radical Reggie, then they shouldn't belong in watching video games in general. That one's kind of obvious. I want you to surprise me with something I didn't see coming. That would almost be an incredible YouTube video if you edited it properly. That'd be actually, I'd watch that. Retro Game Players. Too soon, too soon. It's only 20 years have gone by. Too soon. All right, who we got next here? Is anyone interested in being put to the grill here? Yeah, I know. Anything past 5 years. If you haven't watched or played it in 5 years, then it's your fault. RGB? Sure. Let me load you up. Do you have a specific one in mind? Well, Magifier Gaming, if you're doing it for fun, then I'm not going to grill you. But if you're doing it to grow, I'll grill you if you want me to. RGB, I don't know how much I can help with I failed Spanish 4 years in high school.
Fala aí, pessoal. Tô aqui mais uma vez para falar de novidade. Os rumores sobre a Nintendo
Portuguese, which is close to
maneiras
Spanish.
de jogar o Switch em 17 de janeiro.
What do you mean I won't listen to you? Oh, retro game players? Yeah, I'll do retro game players.
Fiquei maravilhado com o que eu vi. O vídeo mostra a Nintendo sendo a Nintendo. Numa apresentação curta,
This is good editing.
2 minutos,
I have no idea what the hell you're saying, but
uma linha de produtos
it's
que
good
eles
at
chamaram
editing.
de Nintendo Labo. Mas o que é o Nintendo Labo?
Well, I mean, if you're under 5,000, I think it's still considered a small channel. But yeah, this is more for channels under 1,000. But I don't discriminate. Let's do the newest one. Because if you're a bigger small channels can learn from how you got to where you are. So it's not a bad thing for people to watch this either.
Veritex. I don't know anything about it. But I got
Well, are you
this.
good,
This did
Magifier?
not come from AliExpress. This actually
Because if you're good, you will.
was
And if you're not, you
from
need to work
Etsy.
on it.
And the same guy who made this
I'll do your channel next.
made
Watch your music video.
this.
Which one's your music video? Castlevania? This one? Put on Double Dragon for Reggie? Well, which one? I mean, I'm bouncing around here. Put on Double Dragon for Reggie. Let's skip your intro. I'd say your intro is way too goddamn long. Cut that to 5 seconds max. I love the intro too, but my goodness, it's long. You got yourself a 3.5 minute video, and 35 seconds of it is your intro. I'd only say a intro of 30 seconds is acceptable for a video that's 10 minutes or longer, and even then it's a long intro. I like 10-second intros max. It's good stuff though. Is there a reason you cut yourself off with the edits or on the camera? I know you're focusing on the guitar, but it's weird to see your chin and not your face. Your intro used to be longer. I've seen intros that were like 1.5 minutes for like a 3-minute video, and I'm like, oh my god, no, that makes me sick. But this is good stuff, dude. Very talented. Yeah, don't listen to Reggie. What the hell does he know? Yeah, I like the intro too because of the theme music, but the problem is if you want to grow, you need to reach outside your comfort zone. You're going to reach people that don't know you and aren't going to have the patience to listen to that. Yeah, my intro used to be like 35 seconds. That's why I know I had to cut it down. And I loved my intro, but I was losing way too many viewers during it. Alright, Magifire Gaming, are you here? Yeah, 10 to 15 second intro at max. And I'd say 10 to 15 is too long. Mine is like 3 seconds, and my short version is 10 seconds. And I feel like the short version is way too long. Alright, Magifire Gaming. First off, your audio is way too low. Can't hear a goddamn thing. I can't hear you at all. I got like blast it.
You want to have 3 plus 90 critical rating, right?
So you want to turn up your audio output post-production or speak louder. Well, either way, you want to speak louder. Reggie, your intro's good, but I'd say it's like 4 seconds too long. But I think it's good. I like your intro. All right, RGB, thanks for coming by, man. I mean, Reggie, for your kind of videos, I feel like you don't even need an intro. I think your intro would be fine as like your homepage video, and then just do your reviews and talk. I don't think you even need an intro.
I'm done getting critical damage ones for now.
All right, it's nostalgia.
Having 2 60%, and you can rest assured that I will be using.
Yeah, Super Nintendo. I don't think that would be a good idea. I like watching it. Well, you're also an established creator, Radical Reggie, so you can do a lot of things that smaller channels can't do. Like if you were a small channel, Reggie, if you had under 1,000, I'd be like, dude, I love your intro, but get rid of it. Since you're bigger, I think it's a little bit more acceptable. People are more patient. You already have the clout, so it's a little bit different, unfortunately. Holy crap, 52,000 views on this. Nice work. I'd imagine it has a lot of dislikes. Would that be correct? No, wow. 300 likes, 19 dislikes. Not bad.
First, you're going to want to get 9 rings with plus 90 power.
The reason why I say I'd imagine it has a lot of dislikes is because the audio is so low, it's really hard to hear you, and you're barely speaking up. But for the crowd who's watching this, they probably don't really care too much about that. They're probably just wondering how you did it.
You want to have 3 plus 90 critical rating rings and throw
okay, I'll do that.
Plus 50 critical rating.
What's up, Church? I just I watched your podcast before I started this live stream. Man, you must have had like 12 Smash JT shoutouts during that thing. Thank you very much. I really appreciated the response you guys had on that. Very good podcast. The Game Grinder, if you guys don't know them, they definitely deserve more subs than what they have. Very, very cool dude. Let me see, what was I doing? PC videos. So one thing I'll say, coming to a channel, I mean, you have 700 subs almost. That's impressive for a gameplay channel that's new. No problem, Church. That's, I mean, I don't know if you're new. You've probably been doing this for a while, right? Because getting 700 subs for a gameplay channel does not come easily or fast. Yeah, you've been doing this for over a year. I'm not a big fan of gameplay channels just because it's so generic. As far as what you do to differentiate yourself it's really, really hard to stand out unless
What's
you're
up,
like
everyone?
super
Today I'm gonna
duper
be
entertaining.
continuing on in my Dark Souls 3
Oh, good.
Gods
You do a voiceover. That helps.
And what I'm going to be doing today is going back to the Cathedral of the Deep and trying to find how to unlock these shortcuts that I haven't been able to locate thus far. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I've missed here since I ran through it.
I would say the first thing that comes to mind is confidence would do you wonders. Instead of starting a video out saying, this is what I'd like to do, but I don't know how I'm going to do it, that instills fear in people watching, like, oh my god, what am I even watching? A better approach would be, today we're going to figure out how to do this, and be confident about it.
Relatively quickly in co-op on one of my streams, and so I'm going to be heading back in. And hopefully not getting myself killed a lot more. It's been a couple days since I played this. I've been playing a little bit of Borderlands 2 recently, and hopefully my skills haven't dulled too much. My meager skills. I want no part of these zombies.
So, are you doing the voiceover after you play the game? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like this isn't like a live, you're doing a voiceover. It sounds like you're watching it and doing a voiceover during it.
Go, go, go.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. I don't like these guys either. Just die. No leeches. Alright, okay. Up the stairs. Deal with the annoying
It's really hard for me to provide feedback on gameplay channels because it's not my thing. I don't personally I don't like gameplay channels. It's boring to me. I want to play a game myself, and if I'm gonna be this video, I re-recorded my audio because I had my mic muted. Okay. All right, Starlink Nova, thanks so much for coming by. But for me personally, I'm not a big fan of gameplay channels because they're so generic that if I want to watch a game be played, I will put the game in and play it myself. I still have a hard time grasping the idea of people watching someone else play games. I'm not saying that it's not a good idea. There's plenty of people out there that like it. It's just, it's not my jam.
An elevator that I went down right before the room with the giant in it.
So it's hard for me to provide feedback on it because I'd say I'd rather you talk about what makes this game good and why I should play it myself.
I think there's probably something down there.
Or provide fantastic energy during the gameplay.
Okay, up to the rooftops and to deal with these.
Like with lots of edits, lots of cuts, lots of energy. That kind of gameplay I'm okay with. I watched PewDiePie yesterday do a gameplay video. It was excellent. But, I mean, did you guys see it? Because it was fantastic. That Mario clone game. Really fantastic gameplay video. I mean, yeah, he has a whole team of people probably doing the edits for him, but still, it was fantastic how it was done. Straight gameplay just doesn't do it for me. I need edits, I need cuts, I get bored so easily. But that's me. Like I said, there are people out there that enjoy this, so that's why I'm not really the best person to give critique on this. But I will tell you it's a lot more challenging to grow a channel if this is what you're doing.
Alright, I think that's the last of those.
Yeah, exactly. If you're already a big star, you can do whatever the hell you want, people will watch it. And that market is cornered. So if you think you can just play a video game and throw it up and talk about it, you are very wrong.
Dodge.
You have to do something that those big channels are not doing to stand out.
That shield isn't going to stop my sword.
Because to be honest, I mean, even Cinemassacre, I'll watch Mike Matei play a gameplay, or James and Mike Mondays, and I'll watch for like a minute and be like, eh. And I love Cinemassacre, but I just can't get into gameplay. I just don't feel it.
Gotta be careful.
Thank you so much, Nick. Really appreciate that.
Just pull him back.
Dude, you're the best, man. Seriously.
Get him out of the way, then I can go.
Yeah, I look forward to it too. That's very, very generous of you. Thank you so much, dude. Seriously. No problem, man. And like I said, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not my jam. That's that's not really providing much feedback or critique.
I got one of them there.
But I think you'd be better served talking to somebody who enjoys live streams or gameplay and what they would say about how you could do it better.
Throw some firebombs.
But I would also say, if you want a successful gameplay video, look at the Gigantic channels and what they're doing. And for the most part, they are putting a lot of work into their edits. They're not just showing a game being played the whole way through. They're cutting it to hell and making sure it's entertaining the entire time. Even if they're big, they don't want to lose people and lose their attention. People have probably a 5 to 10 second attention span, and if you take a minute to get to what you're talking about or what you want to show, they're going to be gone before they see it anyways.
Getting myself beaten down. Oh, apparently not.
By the way, everyone talks about Dark Souls being such a great game. That isn't a playthrough. No, it's not a playthrough. I know that. But I'm saying that is what I prefer to watch. That's what I mean to say. But that's not to say that there aren't people that enjoy playthroughs. It's just I'm not, like I said, I'm not the right person to be asking about how to do a playthrough. Because for all I know, this could be the best playthrough ever made, but it's not my thing.
Stop it.
That's what I mean.
Stop it. Go away.
So don't take it as me being critical. Take it as I don't know how to critique this.
That was close.
And that's me being honest with you.
Not playing this game for a couple days really doesn't help when I'm already not that practiced to begin with. Alright, now I think there's a couple suiciders. Yeah.
But everyone talks about Dark Souls being From Software's best game, but I always enjoyed Kingsfield. That's fine, Magifier. Like I said, it's not my jam, but I mean, it was entertaining enough. It's just I'd rather be playing the game than watching someone play it and talk about it. But that's just me, and I think that's a lot of people. So you need to do something if you want to bring more of an audience in. You need to do something special. Reggie, how come I'm not listed as a radical channel? Am I not radical enough for you? Why was I coming to your channel, Reggie? Did you tell me to? Hold up. DJ Crimmy, was I going to your channel? Why wouldn't I go? Wise words have not been spoken, church.
Okay, we're going to demo this guitar today and give you a little review on it. This is a Mean Street Guitars 5150. And Mean Street Guitars, it's basically a single builder that makes really cool replicas of Eddie Van Halen guitars. And this model is no longer in production, and I scored one recently, and I'm pretty impressed with it. It's a really nice guitar. And, you know, it's the iconic guitar that Eddie used in the early 80s. Got the Kramer headstock, direct mounted pickup. I believe this is a Seymour Duncan Model 78 custom shop pickup that you're going to be hearing. Floyd Rose bridge.
Oh man, thank you so much, Thomas.
Just a really well-built guitar.
Dude, that was really nice. I didn't even know you were in the chat.
VH Stripes production guitar to compare this to, but I suspect.
Thank you so much, Thomas Gothman. That's awesome.
Day,
whatever
really
$5 stands for in US dollars. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
High-end built guitar. So I'm going to play it a little bit, and we'll see how it sounds.
I know, this wine isn't going to pay for itself or drink itself. It's one thing I've learned about wine. It costs money and it doesn't drink itself. Well, I will say, DJ Crimmy, your buddy is one hell of a guitarist. About 20 cents. I'll take it. That's about a sip of wine. So, DJ Crimmy, are you looking to grow your channel, or are you looking just to do this for fun?
One. Attack commencing.
Yeah, that tone.
Escort the payload.
Very cool. You want to grow, okay. So the first thing I'd say about your channel when I come to it is I don't know what you're selling me. It's a combination of playing guitars and playing video games. And a straight up gameplay video isn't going to cut it this day and age, because anybody and their mother can upload this. There's nothing special about this. So how do you not have 4 mil? I don't know what you mean, Daniel. Games and guitars. Okay. I mean, if you want to grow your channel, you got to put some effort into it as far as the gameplay. Either do a voiceover and talk about it and what you're doing and what's happening. Give a playthrough. Be a broadcaster, like a football game broadcaster would talk about a game and a play. Because anybody can do this. You want to do something that makes you stand out. So instead of a gameplay video, maybe talk about why you like Overwatch and do a video on what made Overwatch special and do something special in that video that makes it stand out over someone else doing a review of Overwatch. There is a voiceover, but for some reason it's always blank. All right, you want to definitely check into that because a voiceover would do that wonders. Okay, you're trying to fix it. Okay. And also thumbnails. When I come to this channel, it looks like you don't care about your channel. There's no effort into the thumbnails at all. Besides the 100 subscriber giveaway and this guitar one, there's zero effort in these. So if you want to grow your channel, put some work into your thumbnails. What am I using? I use Elgato HD60S to record my gameplay. I don't know if you're talking to me or DJ Crimmy. But I feel like I've established the fact I don't care about gameplay. I don't care about watching a video of someone playing a video game, because like I said, I want to play a game. I want to know why I should play a game. If you want to grow your channel, you need to tell me why and wow me. And that doesn't just happen. I feel like way too many small channels are just playing a video game, putting it on YouTube and saying, why am I not getting 1,000 subscribers? And I'm saying you need to work a lot harder than that for it to happen. Hey, CM Retro, how you doing, man? Great to see you. What if you did a first impressions video for a game with no commentary? Again, that's just gameplay. Why would I watch that over established channel that does a first impressions of a game with commentary and does it well? So you have to realize your competition is not with other people who are doing first impression gameplays. It's competition with other successful channels who are doing first impression gameplays and doing a voiceover and doing it well. Nostalgia. So, Nostalgia, definitely work on your home screen. Your home screen video is... Well, I'm subscribed to you, so maybe that's why that's there. But unboxing 8-bit do, I don't know if that should be showing up there. Secret of Mana remake. Okay, here we go. Intro's already too long. Way too long. What's going on here? Come on, come on. There we go. Okay. 16 seconds into a less than 2-minute video, the intro. Not going to cut it. Don't even put an intro on a 2-minute video. Not even necessary. Other thing I'd say, I watched this already, and I'm glad you're having me watch it now, Nostalgia. This video is about the Super Nintendo remake of Secret of Mana to modern consoles. So, while it's okay to show the old gameplay footage, you want to also mix in the new gameplay footage they've already shown. Hey, what's up, Eric? Viking Gaming and Gamer in the house. Good to see you, man. But when I was watching this first time, I was like, why is he not showing the new gameplay of Secret of Mana? How do I feel more involved with this video if he's showing the old gameplay footage when there's plenty of new footage that he can use of the new Secret of Mana? Because they're not remaking the old one. It's not going to look like this. They're going to remake the new one with new graphics. So that's the whole point of this topic, but you're showing the old game instead of the new game. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Small little thing. I was wondering, I thought you just disappeared off the face of the planet, Eric. I haven't seen you for a long time, man. But overall, you do an excellent job as far as speaking, Nostalgia. There's very little gaps and very little boring parts. Work on the inflection of your voice. Work on the energy and how you're presenting the material to the end user. Because that just felt like a rambling of 2 minutes of you saying, this is what I feel like, this is what's happening.
What's up, everybody? Did you guys see that Secret of Mana is getting a complete remake? But it's not coming to the Nintendo Switch. What?
So this is Rax. A lot of you guys might know Rax.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to all of my
Compare your video to this video. This is more in your face. What's going on with the new Secret of Mana video? Let's talk about it right here. Bang! His energy is a lot higher than what yours is, which is fine because you're new at this. It will come with time.
Secret of Mana, a Super Nintendo
What's up, Cerebus? Let's play. Good to see you, man.
Now this is great, and the game looks really awesome. If you've seen the trailer, the graphics look really, really nice. But for some reason, Nintendo is not having this on the Nintendo Switch. Or at least there is not any announcement of it coming to the Switch at the moment. Right now, the consoles that the remake is coming to are the Sony PlayStation 4, the Sony PlayStation Vita.
I'm gonna troll him right now.
About it. Obviously, Xbox is not getting really anything lately, so surprise, surprise. Actually, it's not really that much of a surprise. But for Nintendo to not get this title on the Nintendo Switch, to me, is very confusing. I mean, this is a super, super popular RPG that was well known for being on the Super Nintendo, and it is even coming out on the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, which releases in September. So, do you guys think that maybe Sony paid off Square Enix to not release it for the Nintendo Switch because they aren't getting exclusivity because it's on Steam? I really don't understand why Nintendo would not have this on the console. I can't really wrap my head around why they would not want it on the console because it's one of the most
me too. February 15th?
favorite RPGs of like all time.
Sometime in the middle of next month.
So it's a little confusing. Do you guys think that maybe later on Nintendo will maybe get their hands on it? Maybe it's like a timed exclusive.
Yes, Nostalgia. Like I said, that will come with time. My initial videos when I first started were so bland and quiet, and I was so hesitant. And my channel wasn't growing at all. And one day I just woke up and was like, screw it. I'm going to just throw myself out there and just be wild with how I talk.
And I think that it would be a great addition to the
It's done wonders for my channel.
I don't really see why they would not want that game on the Nintendo Switch. It's just, I'm still confused. The game is set to have online multiplayer to up to 3 different people.
I do want to see this video. What is a Metal Jesus?
I don't know.
So 10,000 views from a channel that has 173,000 subscribers now, because this is from 2014.
Hey, how's it going?
But having Metal Jesus Rocks in your video will certainly help project your success. But Metal Jesus Rocks is not going to do a video with you if he thinks you suck.
What did you actually do at Sierra? You used to work for Sierra.
I did. Well, back in the history is important. Is that Sierra started
Watch what
down
space
in
out.
Oakhurst, California, and it's a very small town. And then they moved it up to the Seattle area because they're having trouble trying to get people to work for them.
Okay.
The town was so small, you couldn't get a lot of big developers to move there. They just didn't want to.
Yeah, that's fair.
So they moved them up to the Seattle area. And the reason why that's important is because they put an ad in the paper.
These guys are going to be huge in YouTube in the next couple of years. I mean, they're already big and very well known in the gaming community, but I think they're going to be way bigger than what they are right now.
I saw it and I was like, well, I took computer science, and at the time it was a lot of math.
Yeah, look at his
so I was
face.
like, well, shit, I can do accounting for a year. I wanted to work at Sierra so badly. I mean, so I just took that job. And so yeah, I mean, it's a funny story, but I did accounts receivable for a year.
And you say you just took the job. Was it that easy? Just took
no. No, I mean, essentially what happened is that I kind of went overboard, to be honest with you. Is that so? You have to remember, in the early '90s, not a lot of people had color printers at home.
Yep.
They're very expensive.
Yep.
Not a lot of people had scanners at home. So I happen to have a roommate that was very much into. He was a digital artist, and he had all these things. So what I did was, I wanted the job so badly, I scanned the Sierra logo. And then I printed, my resume actually had the Sierra logo behind it, as though I was an employee already.
Right.
In color, faded out. And then also, I printed off the letter, the envelope.
So while we're watching this, is there anyone in the chat that would like me to look at their channel or newest video?
They want a job. Yeah. They called me 24 hours later.
Yeah.
They're like, we've never seen something like this. And so please come in.
That's impressive. That is how you get a job.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted a job, and because I was just amazed to see Sierra actually advertising in the paper.
That's a good tip for people looking for work. Is stand out. That's impressive.
Absolutely.
It's really good.
Don't look at mine.
And so they gave me a job, and I worked in accounting for a year as they moved everyone up from Oakhurst, California, and then basically I kept walking through.
Well, Eric, you need to make more videos, man. I feel like you make a video like once every 3 months, if not longer.
Tech support were the people with all the little action figures, and they're like the little dolls and crap like that. I was like, oh man, these people are so cool, and they're wearing heavy metal.
Don't be
t-shirts.
embarrassed.
I need to be in that department.
If you want to improve your channel,
exactly.
it takes
so
work.
it
takes frustration. It takes.
When I was working in accounting, I was.
It takes hearing what you don't want to hear sometimes.
So anyways, I moved over into tech support.
I don't know. Every time I do one of these videos, I get 2 thumbs down.
The Dynamics games, which were the simulation games, and
it's like I have 2 people that just hate my live streams.
Star Siege, Tribes, that sort of stuff. Then I met my wife Rebecca, who's behind the camera over there. I met her while working there.
Do you want to come say hi?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm
okay. She says hi.
Hi.
Drunken Master Paul, I met there. A lot of people, and we're still good friends today.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome
to my life and having kids, Eric. Most nights I don't get to play either.
A big corporation, so you end up doing a lot of other stuff. So you would write articles.
I had a new video out this week and have my new Dawn show uploaded.
Which we did a lot. My wife did a lot of beta testing. I did as well.
Awesome, Dawn. Yeah, I'd absolutely check you out, man.
There was a lot of full motion video games.
Someone that was sort of like you, and they're like, yeah, if you need someone to do video games.
Well,
I sort of.
Yeah. Well,
Abaddon, me too, man. I'm looking forward to him as well.
Long hair and plays guitar for a game called Shivers, which is
so not really you.
Not really me. I really had to study up for that.
It's nostalgia. No, don't talk the way you talk to people.
Perfect. So
watch this. Hold on a second before I even. Before I even go to you, Dawn, which I will. Hold on a second.
I wasn't there, but I can imagine.
Yes. Close your eyes and dream.
So obviously you wanted to work there because.
Dawn, I'm gonna go to you next, but I want to show you guys someone who, the power of inflection. Scott the Waz, Pro Jared, Peanut Butter Gamer.
That it was the Atari 2600 that really blew me away. Arcades at the time.
Alpha Omega Sin, the power of inflection with your voice will. It doesn't even matter what you're saying half the time. As long as you have good inflection, your channel will explode. That's a secret that a lot of people don't talk about because they don't want everyone to know it, because it's really that easy. All you need to do is have good inflection with how you speak. Let's do his newest video. I already watched part of this, so I know it's good. Listen to how he talks.
This review is based on a digital copy of the game provided by Capcom
Emulate this.
for review purposes, and all the footage you're about to see was captured on a PlayStation 4 Pro. I am a huge fan of Monster Hunter since the day it started in 2004, so keep that in mind with everything that I am about to say.
Now, he doesn't necessarily speak in fragments, but he keeps your attention because he talks in different ways the entire time he's talking about something, which is something I'm trying to get better at when I speak to the camera. You know what I mean? Kind of like that.
Monster Hunter World is the best ever Monster Hunter. Mechanically, aesthetically, everything. There are a few small things that I do wish it did better, but it's making the...
It's very relatable, but at the same time, very unique.
Best possible steps in the right direction without losing what made this series so fun. Monster Hunter World plays exactly like all the previous titles. It's essentially a series of boss fights against massive mean monsters. You hunt them down in an area, fight them to the death, and upon slaying the target, you carve up their hides and use those pieces to create new weapons and...
This isn't even one of his best videos, but he's no matter what he does a good job with how his voice is inflected. Cerebus, I'm not saying you have to copy word for word how someone speaks. You can put your own spin on it, but don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and use inflection and how you speak to people. Yeah, exactly, Church. Exactly. If you pretend you're in a room with people and you look around and you see people kind of nodding off and sleeping because they're not caring about what you're saying, pretend that every word you say is about to be the end of the world. And every action you take during that video is so important that the person just is hanging on the edge of their seat trying to figure out what you're going to say next because, oh my God, this is so important. 34 seconds ago? Don? Were you uploading a video during this? I'd say if that's your intro, cut it down. It was entertaining, but it was... I clicked on this to see what the video was about. I did not click on this to watch a 30-second intro. Okay, yeah, that's right. So cheers.
Giant army, Vikings, knights, and everything nice. Try and guess what this advert is for. You guessed it yet?
Sega?
Nintendo 64.
Ah, damn it.
Looks so amazing.
The Nintendo 64! Yeah, they're related, aren't they?
Choosing a favorite might be a bit of a struggle.
Billy? Which one? Billy?
Ha!
Yes! Overweight men in women's underwear. Now you're playing with power. Nintendo power. Trailers and commercials are such a big part of games these days. However, they have evolved drastically from what they used to be like. Most trailers nowadays usually have a cinematic approach. They are much closer to film trailers.
Now, Don, I'd say that you have really good inflection in your voice, but you're speaking a little bit too slowly, consistently. Don't be afraid to vary up the speed with how you use your inflection, where you speak slowly and then speak fast about something.
You know, if this advert came on television
What's up, Mile High Game Hunters?
Take it for, well, just about anything, really. Could be a condom advert for all we know.
But first, the balls must be prepared.
All right, Mile High, you'll be next.
Crash Bandicoot pushing a poor florist out of the shot. Ah, 90s comedy. You can tell they thought long and hard about that scene. Taking concern on your garden, your own land, boring. It's like they thought if you're a gamer...
What's up, Geek Podcast? How you doing?
The making of a murderer. Playing Siphon Filter will turn
Oh, the stream's been going great, man. A lot of high-quality channels we've been watching today.
Seriously, this advert turns me away, if anything.
I love naps as well. I love naps even more now that I have kids.
Yeah. We're getting calls about a wild party over here. Know anything about it? I didn't think so. Which one of you jokers goes by the name Mario?
Oh my god, what is that CGI? And the cops see him? They're not even a little bit disturbed? Because I'm a bit disturbed right now.
Yeah, tell it to the judge.
Hey, look, it's a giant doofus and a dinosaur.
MC Murr in the house. What's up, MC? How you doing, man?
Stand here on the side of the road where there aren't even any cars coming. You know, you can clearly just cross the road.
DJ Crimmy, good length for a channel trailer.
Like 5 steps
Honestly,
away. Oh, too late, Yoshi.
I'm not a big fan of channel trailers. I'm a big fan of a channel trailer or a video on the homepage being the person's best video.
You know what is relatable
Something
to
that makes me
gamers?
say,
Sitting
oh damn,
around
this
an
guy's
18th
good.
century
I want to see
table
more
with
of what this
mother,
has.
father, and a close
So
relative
I'm not
drinking
huge
wine
on
and
channel
arguing.
trailers,
Gamer for life.
personally. But I mean, you ask 100 people, you get 100 different answers on that.
You can't catch all 150 Pokemon by yourself.
So close. You can't catch 150 Pokemon by yourself? Introducing loot packs. Use your own money to unlock all the Pokemon you
What did you have for lunch, MC?
Well, let's see what the
The chat is dying to find out.
You need a friend to train with.
Man, commercials back in the day used to be so much better.
So you can grab a link cable and a friend with a Game Boy, and with both packs you can catch them all.
The link cable. Throw it across your street into your neighbor's window, and you can get all the Pokemon you want. Warning, Deathly Hazard to everything. So, those were just a sneak peek into the commercial world of the 1990s. Full of goose, full of gaffs, and yeah, game trailers have massively evolved. For the better or the worse, I'll let you decide, but for now...
Oh, MC, that sounds actually pretty incredible. It's making me pretty hungry.
The arrival of the new God of War. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good weekend, and cheerio.
I don't know. I mean, unless you're one of the people eating the Tide Pods, maybe that would make the commercials better, Eric. Not that I'm endorsing eating Tide Pods, but I'd imagine it would make the world pretty wild. I mean, not bad, Don. I'd say just work on the delivery of some of the jokes, because a few of them fell flat, but overall it was entertaining. Mile High Game Hunters. What was the one you wanted me to watch again? This is a wine pod only stream. Thanks, Eric. MHGH.
The act of finding and playing retro games causes our bodies to
No problem, Don. Anytime, man.
Retromine.
Rebel forces refuse to loosen their grip on positions surrounding the city, making it very hard for citizens to get provisions. In other news, the Mile High game hunters are still seeking retro video games. God bless those potheads.
First thing I'd say, I have no idea what the hell I'm watching right now. Doesn't mean it's bad. It just means I don't know what I'm watching right now. It's nostalgia. I mean, if you feel like that's what is best, go ahead. I'm not saying you need to redo it. I'm just saying going forward, just keep that kind of stuff in mind.
And afterwards doing some game hunting. Got snowed out on...
See, this is good. I would have started the video with this. And then cut to that other stuff, because now I know what this video is about, just by seeing, like, it's Game Hunters. Okay, gotcha. Starting with, like, the gun and the violent stuff, I'm like, what the hell is this that I'm watching? No, I get that now. That's what I'm saying. It took almost a minute and 40 seconds for me to find out it was a copy of Game Chasers.
Tight squeeze. That's how
So get to that a lot faster, I guess is what I'm saying.
Crazy fucking part. Ooh, shade. Fuck yeah. Take that fucking shade.
It's one of my dad's old beds. Tight fit.
Originally a protest for marijuana.
And when I want to watch Game Chasers from a channel that I don't know, the last thing I want to see is them throw something in that's not game chasing related and take up 2 minutes of the video. Because if you just did this and cut out that whole shooting part, I feel like it would have gotten to the point a lot quicker and made a lot more sense to people who are watching it. Because this is good.
Lil Wayne, you had to buy special tickets to get into that certain area of the park. So, kind of walk.
You always got to keep in mind that the average person watching a video does not have much of an attention span. So if you start off with something that's not related to what the actual video is, you're going to lose a lot of people.
Eventually we do find what happens to be the appropriate line, and it's not near...
No, that's fine. I guess I'm taking the approach of you can't pick who's going to watch what video, and you're too small to think that you're big enough that people are going to start at the beginning and watch all the way through. So treat every single video you make like it's your first and last video that you're ever going to make. And have it be an advertisement for your channel the entire way through. Until you get big enough, like the real Game Chasers, then you can do whatever the hell you want. Because you're already popular, you're already big. But until you get to that point, you're going to lose people.
There was a squad. It was an actual squad of police right there. Squad cars out there. Fucking national security. Fucking fingers.
Because this is really good stuff. I love this. I love this. And I'm not even big into Game Hunters. The edits are on point. The entertainment value is high. Yeah, no, MC Mer, exactly. I just said I've never even heard of you guys before, and I like this. So yeah, that's one good thing about doing this is I'm finding channels that I would have never found without doing this. Puff, puff, give. I've actually never smoked pot in my entire life, by the way. Fun fact. Straight edge. What's up, Cottonmouth Killer? Yeah, I agree, Eric. I am subbing as well, and I want to hit the bell. I want to see more of this. I want to see more of this. You guys are good. You guys are really good.
Basically, there was a Sega advertisement campaign.
I mean, the focus is good. Just make sure that you cut out the fluff, I guess. The focus when you actually get to the main point of the video is incredible. Just, if you cut off the first 2 minutes of this video and got right to this, it would have been perfect. Well, I wouldn't say I kept all my brain cells.
Wonder who's got old video games. I was told this was a video gaming thing.
Hey, we had to make a stop. You never know. Just ask. I talked to one of the guys back there.
But you guys do this really well.
I'm really whacked out of my head now.
Especially when the camera focuses on the girls. Oh god, here comes all the smoking haters.
They have everything when it comes to...
Awesome. I think you guys have... You have something special here. You really do. You really do. And I'm not just saying that. You really have something special here.
Kind of like Black and Red in a way, except with bongs, pipes, and swords.
Is it weird that I say I like you guys more than the Game Chasers already just by how you speak to the camera? Is that weird?
In one corner, we found some games, and know how I say one corner. And it was kind of a letdown on these games. It's like, they're newer titles, and they're kind of shitty ones at that.
Well, I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't mean it, and I really mean it. No, that's just the marijuana. Yeah, exactly, Church. I just subbed to them because I didn't know about them before. Even though you guys came to my last stream that I had, I never actually looked at your channel. And now I'm watching it, and I'm like, holy crap, you're really good. This is really high-quality stuff. Dude, exactly. They got so arrogant. They got so arrogant. Unfortunately. One thing I'm trying my best to do, and I think everyone should keep in mind as they grow, stay humble and be who you are. Don't ever get cocky and don't ever get arrogant. No matter how successful you are.
You got that. You got that. You can get something. Somebody can come out. There's Armored Core 2. I already own that.
How much do they want for that?
I'm like really enjoying watching this.
I can't look at it, but
you can take it up to
Never heard of Game Chasers. They're pretty popular in the community. Always stay humble, exactly.
$2.
Is that true, Eric? I mean, not that you'd post a lie here, but wow, that's pretty wild. You would think PRGE would be all about the attention, though. That's shocking to me. More power to you guys, if that's true.
Ratchet & Clank going commando out of there. Now, I've never played any of the Ratchet & Clank series. Never played any of them. Saw the advertisements. Love the advertisements.
I'm like blown away by this. This is like a TV show. This is incredible.
For Red Faction?
Thanks.
You see it everywhere now. That place.
But I would say your production value is at, if not higher than what the Game Chasers are. I feel like the Game Chasers may have gotten a little bit lackadaisical on their recent episodes. Probably why you're not married as well, Eric.
Dan takes a walk around the store.
Good. I'll be interested to hear. Seriously.
That there's more to this. There's some whatever crap music.
Later, Avedon. Thank you so much again for the donation. I really appreciate that, man.
mystery. You didn't tell us that this.
I didn't know this was free.
He finds a glass case. There's a glass case, and there's an N64 in the glass case, and there's a bunch of N64 games stacked up nicely. And then right next to that glass case is a nice big stack of retro video games.
Eli and I went around the corner from where Dan was to another little glass case, and we're all huddled down and crouched looking through it.
Eric, that's exactly why I am married.
Daniel. There's a Sega Saturn in here.
Come out, okay? All of it. That's the end of your day, but fucking A, man. That's victory right there. That would be victory for you.
It's very entertaining music. Very good music.
I just don't want to walk all the way back down Colfax with it.
Hey, you want to have him hold it at the fucking counter? We walk back to the car and then we got a car and get it. If you want to get it.
If I had the cash on me, I'd be walking with it right now. If I had brought $60 on me, I would have that Saturn right now.
We have a Saturn.
It's unfortunate because I feel like as people have realized the value of video games have gone up, game hunting has gotten a lot more challenging.
It finally happened.
I only have one game for the Sega Saturn though. It's Congo. It's the worst game ever.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not the worst game.
I've tried playing it. It's so frustrating.
I have Quarterback Club for the Sega Saturn. It's pretty terrible.
Never played Duke Nukem Total Meltdown on the PS1. Played Time to Kill. Never played the other ones. Just, you know, you're a teenager. You can only afford so much of this crap. And still, good find for me because I'm gonna play the shit out of that right now.
Walking down through Denver, getting back towards the parking lot, we get offered acid by a man that looks like he should be a dungeon master for D&D.
Stop me and be like, hey, you want to buy some acid?
Yeah, the guy goes by, hey, you want to buy some acid?
Like, just straight out in the open.
Like, really?
Daylight. Like, right out here on the sidewalk. Cops everywhere. Sure. Hey. No, dude, come. We get back into the car. We check out our finds real quick. Collect ourselves. I'm glad
I did it. I don't know if I would do it again.
I try and do it every year.
You know, the food truck I like a lot out of it.
Oh my god, yes.
That was amazing. Just walking past the 90s and then we end up in food truck.
So I got the fucking Sega Rally for the Dreamcast and the fucking $60 Sega Saturn.
You won. Victory. She told me the games are buy 3, get 1 free.
Really?
Yep, the third one you get for free. It has to be under $6.99. And
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that could easily be.
Holy shit, is that true, MC?
Nice. That's cool.
It's not bad.
What else?
I feel like there's a really good YouTube video to be made about that. If that's true. Geeks Podcast, yeah, that is vicious. Yeah, Savage Beast, exactly. I'm in San Diego and I found 10 GameCube games for $3 each, really good ones, one time in the past year. Outside of that, it's been slim pickings.
Oh, you never tried. Oh, was it in like?
And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fluffy Gamer, but he's in San Diego with me. And he does a lot more game hunting than I do, and I watch him go to Goodwills and stuff, and very rarely is he finding anything worth buying, and that's a little discerning when you like going to Goodwills to buy really good games cheap. It just doesn't happen anymore. Kind of sad. Really sad, actually.
You think I didn't?
Matt saw the 420 booty.
Just bunnies.
You guys all have good personalities, good styles, good good way you present yourselves. I should do this theater mode. I should have been doing this the whole time. Yeah, this whole found footage thing, I'm sure the production value is high and it's good, but for someone who's not familiar with your channel, I just don't get it. But that's just me being honest with you on a first-time viewer basis. I'm sure if I knew who you were, I would care a lot more about this. Resellers, you ever watch that show, JT? Resellers? No. I watch Bargain Hunters. They're in Poway, where I live. But even Bargain Hunters is super overpriced for the most part. I mean, they have a lot of games and a lot of systems, but they're all what retail is, or maybe a little bit under retail, but you never find anything good there for a good price. Yeah, exactly, Cerebus, exactly. Mile High Gamers, what do you mean Eli is killed off? Did he just quit the show?
Medical marijuana, but now it's all about
Yesay Asha.
Yay, Yesay, I know Yesay, Rebel Gaming Club.
Yesay Asha.
Yesay is everywhere. Absolutely. I mean, I think you guys got a lot of potential. Like, and I'm not just saying that. Oh, he moved away. That sucks. This is legit.
Visiting family in Naples, Florida. God, that place sucks.
Florida is hot.
Bad memories.
Scary old rich people.
It's where I'm from.
Scary old rich people.
Naples is not.
What's up, Lazy Roy?
It's not fun to find games either.
Well, Mile High Gamers, I am subbed to you. I hit the bell for you, and I'm looking forward to your next episode because this is high quality stuff right here. Top notch. Top notch. Bravo.
He looks like he's about to die.
Bravo.
From whatever sickness he brought with him. Probably should have been fine.
Don't be afraid. I know this is
Fuck it. Let's go find some
a complete Game Chasers ripoff, is what it feels like.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Not that that's a bad thing, but don't be afraid to switch it up and make it feel your own as well. That's the last thing I don't know how you do it, but you can do it. There's always a way to make it your own. What's going on, Lazy Roy? What's going on? We are watching the Mile High Game Hunters, and I am blown away by their production value.
So he comes over, picks me up over at my sister's place, and again, he looks like hell.
Well, this is one of those cases where I do feel that ripoff does surpass the original, but that still doesn't mean you can't make it your own.
It's usually bad,
but again, I don't know how you would do that. I'm just saying, don't be afraid to try things that would make you feel different.
It's like those Lazy Boy commercials back in the 90s. That's what the interior feels like. Exactly how you pictured those couches feeling like.
If I could go game hunting in that car
I
all the time,
couldn't tell.
God.
I feel like you're
Years
perfectly
ago,
fine
there
while
was
you're
a
talking.
place that Dan
So you
and I
did a
used
good
to
job
always
faking
go
it.
to. It was pretty close to where we both lived, and so we decided to be a fitting place for the first leg of our trip.
We would always hit this place up, and they would always have Super Nintendo games, Power Pads out the wazoo, PlayStation games, Wii games, fucking everything. Fairly priced too. I got Intelligent Cube $5 there one time.
What? Intelligent Cube $5? It's not like an $80 game now, or more.
The same thing.
I played the hell out of Intelligent Cube when it was on that PlayStation
It's
Underground
laid out
demo
nicely,
disc.
A lot
A great
cleaner
game.
than it used to be, but not as much by way of video games. In the end, I did walk out with a very necessary piece of equipment. I have to excuse those.
Mostly newer games with some older games, mostly Game Boy games, but they had one Sega Genesis game, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, me too, Game Grinder. Me too.
It's an alright fighting.
The one thing I would say, Mile High Gamers, you leave me wanting more, and you make me feel like I want to be a part of what you're doing, and that's really hard to do. You have something very special here. You guys are special, and I'm really not just saying that.
One of the first things I was saying when we talked about coming out here, I need to get some hardware. So we go and we pick up food, we're on our way over to
I'm loving
to
this.
his
I'm
father's house
loving
to go
this.
sit down, eat.
Like, this
somewhere
is...
a little bit more comfortable than a car.
Out of all the channels I've been watching,
Florida.
this is top 3
And we take a little
of any
detour
channel
through
I've
his
seen.
old
This is
neighborhood.
great.
And we get lost somehow where he used to live. Could not understand a single effing thing he was saying. Sounded like he had just stepped out of the Congo, or just stepped out of the South American jungles with an M16 in his hand from Vietnam era, speaking broken English.
What's sad is small channels get lost in the mix because there's so many bad small channels, and then you see high production value small channels, and you're like, how is this? How do you only have 427 subs? How? Lazy Roy, later Lazy Roy. There we go.
Flea market's open today.
Next stop is Flamingo Island.
Yeah, exactly, Eric. Exactly.
Nice little flea market.
Like, my mind is blown.
Been there a couple of times before. It's set up just 2 simple aisles with kiosks and booths on either side. Oh, here's another belch. All right.
Eric, you can always share it when you get out of Facebook jail.
This is cool. And they got Genesis games.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's unfortunate, but still, with how good this is, you still deserve more subs, even though you don't upload regularly. This is good.
They are a bunch of collections, but
Like, I'll put it this way: if I stumbled upon this channel without talking to you, I would have subbed to it immediately.
So sunbaked.
Thank you, Don. Are you out of here, Don?
priced without having to look them up.
Yeah,
because the
I'm
sign's
guessing.
telling you not to
Thank
look
you
them
so
up.
much, Don.
No internet price checking while in Mario World. Thank you. Oh, hell no.
No internet price checking?
Fuck you.
You know what they get? I give them 2 free middle fingers for that sign. Are they kidding?
Like, yeah, it's your right to say what you can and can't do in your store, but god damn, that's a motherfucking turnoff.
I remember I used to be able to find good stuff.
That's like
there
finding
when
a
I
hot
first
girl and her telling you
store
that
was
she has
still
some
there.
sort of STD,
However,
but
look
she
at
wants
it
to
now,
sleep
they're
with you.
one razor
I mean, it's such a turnoff. I don't know what to say.
Sorry, I get it.
Coughing up the sickness onto my hands.
Yeah, I see that. That's good. Let's see if I have a napkin in here for you.
It's all green. Dark green and yellow.
Yeah, a Savage Beast. I'm going to be watching this all weekend as well. This is great.
I don't did the blood in there, though.
Oh yeah, I puked up blood the first day I was here.
Thank you, sir.
But I puked up blood the first day I was here because I drank half a fucking charred oak barrel.
That's why you don't take a barrel and you put it in the fire.
I don't even know you guys, and I feel like you're celebrities.
Give up blood. Whoa!
Where is this at? Florida? Looks like Florida.
Slam van.
Yes, I will agree with that, Viking Gamer. I would easily agree with that.
Nice, 2 of them, $50 to get 2.
I am now part of the Mile High Game Club fan club. Mile High Game Club fan club. Yeah, that's me. I'll be the first member. Naples, Florida. Cool.
If they're not giving them away, this place.
Don't be afraid to show crazy Floridians, because we all know they exist. Later, MC. Thanks so much for coming by, man. Really appreciate it.
Lamps are 50% off. Lamps are 50% off. plenty of
It's too bad you guys aren't in California. I would have loved to hang with you. This is legit.
You're gonna find your CD players from your past.
Yeah, Viking Gamer. Scott the Waz was actually in this chat earlier. I was kind of blown away seeing Scott the Waz, Nintendo, Radical Reggie, John Riggs, all in this chat. I was like, holy shit. I got some YouTube brass hanging out here. For all we know, they're still watching. I'm just not talking.
These are artist renditions that mean nothing. But
you can tell we're from Florida.
Yeah, when we're interested in Golf Resort Tycoon, oh, it's fucking taped. Both sides.
Yeah.
It's brand new.
Well, the factory tape is underneath it.
Oh.
I can't tell if it was cut though. It doesn't look like it was. So this might be brand new. Brand spanking. By the sounds of things, the CD case is definitely in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't open it anyway, because I
just download it, yeah. So yeah, $5. That's
$5 to make my bootleg copy legal.
So now I'm not stealing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, Eric. Scott the Waz, if you want to learn how to use proper enunciation and proper inflection, Scott the Waz, Pro Jared, Peanut Butter Gamer.
Hall of Fame. I've never heard of it, but he's telling me that two of our friends, Jared, Avalanche Reviews,
so many
and Dr. Xylog,
great influencers. Like, that's a good thing about being new to YouTube is there are proven paths you can take while still making something your own. Cinemassacre with AVGN. Yeah, Reggie and John are really cool people, for sure, for sure.
To my left, Pinbot machine.
I mean, it's very rare to meet somebody on YouTube that's not a cool person. Everyone seems very chill, especially the creators. Not so much some of the random commenters, but the creators seem like a really good crew.
Years after I moved out, and I guess it was deemed too expensive to repair. So
I might just have to have 2 copies of this game. It's gonna be a bit though, because if the loose is 18, when it's that faded, that pristine box is gonna be expensive.
Yes.
Oh God, you're a total.
I would say PewDiePie is a pretty cool guy. Logan Paul, not so much.
Everything is for
but
sale.
I'm a fan of PewDiePie. Hate on me if you want, but I think he's extremely talented. Extremely talented.
And they had video playing out of it, watching some music.
Does he deserve 60 million subscribers talented? That's a different story.
Hooked up to TVs, so you just sit down on these couches and play. Beautiful glass cases with everything presented well, but it's for sale. It's not just display. It's not everything above this.
No, exactly, Geeks Podcast. I mean,
they've got price tags.
For all I care, Logan Paul could be. He's a great entertainer, but he just strikes me as a jackass.
Wait, where? Oh, yeah. God, if our CD was working, we had everything to play that.
Yeah,
I would agree to a point, Eric, but I think that's more of a barrier of he's in Sweden and they have very different thoughts on those kind of things than America does. So I don't give him a pass for it, but I can kind of understand how he would think it might be acceptable, but not acceptable worldwide. Yeah, those were completely outrageous. But again, I don't know what the culture is like in Sweden. Not that it's acceptable anywhere, but I think culture plays a big part in how somebody acts.
Well, with the controller, the system itself isn't.
No, but that's still. It's not a bad price either for complete box. Damn.
I would have bought everything, if I had the money. But I was kind of, I'm moving soon. Kind of had to go on vacation. Didn't want to spend a whole lot of money.
GameCube, fucking Metroid Prime.
No, I guess that's exactly what I'm saying. Is he should know better. You're right. I don't want to make it sound like I'm making excuses for him. He should certainly be in tune with his reach and his effect. And I'd like to think his mistakes have taught him that, but he should have known that beforehand as well. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm apologizing for him by any means. I think he was completely off base and out of touch with those remarks. Yeah, exactly.
115. I'd do it.
Alright, but anyways, I think I'm going to end the stream now because I feel like we've gone through everyone. The viewers have gone down to 12. But I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you guys learned something new. I always do, especially finding new channels that I'm definitely going to be watching, which is the biggest benefit for me is finding new channels and helping everyone.
Just shelves of Nintendo games.
He should have been treated like a business.
I had to go through to see what they had in there.
Yeah, no, exactly, Mile High, exactly. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream now. And we'll do this again. Don't worry, Eric. I know you missed me already. Definitely Mile High. Thank you. Thank you for the hard work you put into this. Great job on your channel. I'm looking forward to more stuff you guys produce. Try to be more consistent with your work and you'll definitely be more successful going forward. And just don't be afraid to get your name out there because you guys are good. Don't be afraid of it.
Oh, deja vu.
So, yeah, I'll end it here. Thank you guys all for coming and watching, and thank you all for the donations, whoever made them. I really appreciate those. They really help a lot. But yeah, we'll end it now, and whenever I do this next time, whenever it works out, Geeks Podcast. Thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Seriously. God, at the end of the stream, thank you so much. But I will catch you guys on Twitter in between, and let me know whenever you need me to see something or watch it. I'll be here for you, and I'll look forward to the next one. I'll catch you guys later.